we go. My headphones are on now.
Yeah, now your undies is moist.
Nobody said that.
Wow. Happy Valentine's Day, folks.
Hit 'em
Happy
with the
fucking
pause.
Valentine's. I don't know. I haven't really heard. Maybe once or twice. I got my phone up there.
Mike, I
Shit.
feel like that might be a little
Yeah,
too
we,
short.
yeah.
Might be a little too low.
Yeah, 1 second.
We live. We almost live. We about to do the clap. Let me get my phone before we do this
Yeah,
clap.
live.
When we go absolutely live,
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Go get my phone.
Get your box
So I can
moist.
interact. This is weird shit here. Wow, man.
Yo, the moisture is in the air tonight.
It is.
Don't drip too hard.
Oh my
There's been a warning put out by the Canadian government that any unnecessary moisture in the air can cause a worldly flood. So do not drip tonight. Don't drip too hard, especially.
I was about to say, my drip too.
Man, what's gonna happen after dripping, man? What's gonna be the next
Don't
word?
sweat. Don't cry.
After dripping?
All my
Yeah,
depressed
Mickey.
people, you gotta wait a night to cry.
We already did flexing.
Wavy's done, right?
Wavy, flexing, dripping. Shit,
Yeah,
I'm
all
snorting on them. That's next one, yo. I'm snorting on these hoes, snorting all these flows. I don't fucking know. Snorting on them's next, man. And then
You can
after that,
snort on 'em if you
injecting
have
on
cocaine.
them. Good.
Shit.
Okay.
Or they snorting me. That's the next flex.
Don't you think
My
that's
drip,
the only
next
thing
one's
the
like
song
they snorting me.
The only thing the song Cocaine was missing.
Yeah.
It was like a verse where he's like, I walked in, see my dad sniff it out of hook his ass. I was
Oh
like,
my god.
you'd be like, damn.
Album turned
That
into
was
fucking
nasty.
the Wolf of Wall Street. Alright, let's do this clap. We
Yo,
live. We live. Let's do this.
yeah.
We need to actually start this episode.
1, 2, 3.
Alright.
Hey, the moisture is alive and well.
Drip. Drip too hard, baby. Drip too fucking hard.
Guess it's popping.
It's like a silky feeling with the moisture in the
Oh
air.
my god. What?
You're constantly rubbing through silk. It's just, it touches you everywhere and it's so soft. And it makes you wet.
Oh, God.
You're fucking wild, kid.
The moisture is real.
That's all I have to say. You are a wild
You
human being.
feel the moist tonight.
Hey, you guys
Right.
Oh!
Mike Stanley with the first foul of the
Oh,
night.
man.
You gotta be super
I
careful with that.
get a new clip, man.
That's what happens when we introduce alcohol back. Last week,
That's what I
last
said
week we
when I
said
was
we
in the
quit,
shootout,
right?
my gut
Yeah.
jam.
What's that?
I said last week. Because that's what happened when we was in the shootout.
You're
gun
like, I
jam.
gotta get a new clip. I'm like, yeah, that's what I said when my last shootout with my gun jam.
Then last week we said that
Yeah, we said yeah.
we
You
quit
know,
alcohol on the show last
man,
week.
I just passed
And
it
then
in the
Mike
store.
Stanley came
Yeah,
in.
he blessed us with the vodka and
Hey.
OJ.
Everybody
Going
make a
hard.
round of applause for Mike Stanley.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yo, you want to hear a crazy story?
What just happened?
Does it involve Mike Stanley?
It might involve a man named Mike Stanley. It's possible.
No, there's a Mike
I
Stanley.
don't fucking know. Might be Mike. We'll call him Mike Stanley.
No, man, he's Mike Stanley.
Yeah,
All right,
that's
we'll call
my-
him. We'll call this guy Mike Stonely then. All right.
Oh shit.
Oh,
So,
shit.
This morning I was getting on the subway on my way to work because you know
Yeah.
we got to do the journey of the fucking bro. And
Oh,
yeah, man, I get on and I noticed this guy like before I even get on, I'm like, yo, this guy's sketchy fucking balls. I hope this guy doesn't jump in front of the fucking train. He didn't jump in front of the train.
Oh, fuck. I
Wait.
thought that was about to turn.
Nah,
I thought you
we're
were
not
just
going.
lining right up the bat.
Right. Look out too. But no, so he gets on the train, I get on the train or whatever. This guy's just tripping. He's standing by the fucking door. I see him reach into like all these pockets. He's pulling out all types of fucking needles. I'm like, oh man, here we go. This guy's like, you know, he's obviously I know what's up, you know, so he's on
ready.
that smack, right?
Yeah.
So he's pulling out all these needles, all these things, whatever. Eventually finds one. I think he fucking stuck his hand kind of like in his pants and injected himself in his upper thigh or whatever. Starts tripping for a minute. Yo, this guy after
Did you just
that.
say he was pulling out mad needles? Up?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta be a junkie to be carrying around, like, mad
No, I'm
needles.
talking like he was reaching in this pocket, a couple orange cat
Like,
needles here, this pocket
That's like
needles
next
here.
level
Like,
junkie.
he's
Like,
pulling out fucking needles.
once you use a needle, you toss that shit, right? Like,
Absolutely, right? So
so
anyway,
like, that means the dude's just rolling with the,
he's rolling with
rolling
ready-made.
with the heat.
He was rolling with ready-made heat,
Different
like
kind of heat.
different, all
That
types
hot
of whatever.
spoon heat.
Yeah, exactly. Hot spoon, brown,
That
Mexican
China
brown.
white
I don't know.
cupboards.
Cupboards, yes. Anyways, let me get back to this fucking story. So all of a sudden this guy decides, hey, I need to change my pants. So
Right
No.
he's got a bag with him with all his clothes and stuff,
What's
right?
the word?
Word, I ain't even lying. So he undoes his fucking pants. He strips right down to his boxers, takes his pants that he has
Was there
on.
shit stains in his boxers?
I don't know, man. I was just trying to like make sure he wasn't trying to get all super erratic and shit. I was just like, I'm gonna stand over here and just mind my business, but kind of
making
like
sure he's not dripping too
right,
hard.
exactly. Make sure he's not dripping too hard. He took his pants, fully fucking laid them out on the ground.
Oh,
puts
man.
on some track pants, puts on another pair of jeans over the track pants, picked these pants up, and just fucking hops off
Like
the
how
Sherburne
simple
station.
the life of a junkie, eh? Don't you just sometimes like?
It
Sometimes
didn't
you
seem
just
too
like I
simple.
envy you.
Nah,
Just wake up,
nah.
shoot up, walk around, ask for change, shoot up,
It seemed rough, bro.
add needles on you,
It seemed
go to the
rough.
TTC and change your pants.
Yeah, it seemed like some shit that, you
Wow.
know, I would not want to go through.
Damn.
But
I just shoveled fucking snow for 10 hours today and 12 yesterday.
yeah,
I could just walk around.
maybe. You might be able to just get yourself a good fucking
Your
cardboard
biggest
sign.
concern is finding a vein to shoot in.
Well, regardless, as I was
That
saying,
ain't that bad, man.
it's a little fucked up.
Well,
It's pretty bad. Like,
Paying
this dude
taxes
looks
is
rough.
pretty bad.
This dude looks rough.
Like,
well, you can still shoot up and show
He
them
can still
snow.
shoot up. What the fuck? If you
That's
want to go hard on that heroin,
Oh,
you still
no,
can,
man,
bro.
no,
What's
no.
stopping
I
you?
mean, you don't gotta shoot
Other
and
than-
shovel
other
snow.
why do you
than
think
you-
I've been wearing long sleeves the last few days? So it's-
Alright, enough of this heroin talk, man. Heroin's a horrible drug.
Shout out to all my smack users.
I live in the heroin capital of the east
I'm
end
not
of the
trying to
city.
be
It's
like
horrible.
ignorant.
That's
to
the
it.
new East Van.
I have family members.
No,
who
it's
died
in
of
the east end
heroin.
of the city.
That's what I'm saying. That's that new
Yeah.
Hastings joint.
Yeah.
East Hastings, yeah, East Hastings.
Well, that's in Van City. Here
Yeah.
in Toronto, man. Fucking me.
That's our Skid Row.
Danforth and Dawes is definitely Toronto's Skid Row right now. It's right anywhere from Maine and Danforth right over to VP and Danforth. It's pretty
Can you get
sketchy.
Adderall there?
You probably could. Asking like, you know what I'm saying, I
Just
should
like
go
you could
inquire
put-
for you or something.
Just like you could probably get pussy at Gerard and Jarvis.
Yeah. Try
And the
hard
burger.
enough. Yep. Try hard enough.
Is it
Depends.
Gerard and Jarvis?
You're talking about the Harvard, the
Yeah,
Hooker Harveys?
yeah.
Is it Gerard?
Yeah.
I guess so. Or no, well, is it Gerard or college?
No,
No,
it's
still
Gerard.
Gerard. Still
It'd be-
Gerard.
Yeah.
Still Gerard.
It'd
Yeah.
be Carleton at that point, wouldn't it?
I guess. I'm trying to think. The
Doesn't college
506.
turn to Carleton?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Gerard is just Gerard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
Gerard goes lower, they have
exactly.
lower
Yeah,
Gerard.
and then, yeah.
You're getting fucking confused in their own goddamn city.
Yeah, man.
That's how you know. But like,
That's how
I
you
ride the
smash a hell
506.
of a drug.
I've ridden that 506 like 100 million times because it drops me off right there, end of the line. Just get off. I'm like, I'm walking home from here. So that's my savior streetcar. Any fucking time I'm stranded downtown, where's the 506? I'm going home. Fuck you guys.
Uber is my lifesaver. Shit.
Yeah.
I'm cheap, man. I don't like to spend money on shit like that. Like I was the person that would like wait 45 minutes from the TTC over
Yeah.
take a cab back in the day. But lately,
It's Uber everywhere.
no, not even. But it's just
Shout out
like
Lil Yachty.
10 minutes. You kidding me? Uber.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, sweet. I just paid 20 times the price for that
Oh,
fucking ride.
you got caught with the
Yeah.
fucking with
right?
the-
Like, fucking
what's it
TTC's
called?
like $3.
yeah.
Fucking Uber's like
Surcharge. That's the one thing I don't like about Uber is the surcharge that you get hit with. Because sometimes if it's really busy, especially if you're DJing downtown,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sure
like-
you've seen it. You
I
come
don't
out.
fuck with Uber.
No, dude, I have to fuck with
Yeah.
Uber because sometimes the cabs won't pick you up if you just try to hail them down.
Yeah.
It's like Bumpy Knuckles and Birdman. It just fucking punches you.
You're like you got some random ass fucking quotes and references, bro. I don't know whether to like laugh my ass off. half the time, like,
I've come to collect. For you
Super
dope
random.
fiend, smack rappers and rap, I'm here to inject check.
crazy.
My style is butter, baby. Spread it around.
Crazy. Shut up.
But if you don't flow it right, you fuck up my sound, I get down.
Yo, you got that old school joint going on. That's how he's basically from that era.
Yeah.
So
No, Bumpy Knuckles is,
Freddie Fox.
yeah.
Yeah.
I fucks with Bumpy Knuckles.
especially when he has
Yeah.
dope production.
Militia
Yeah,
is
when
my
he
track.
fucks with Preem, yo, Lazy is crazy.
Militia's my track. Freddie Fox
Oh,
killed it
yeah.
on Militia.
Oh, man.
It's the Militia.
Oh, man.
He killed that shit. That was a great gangster album.
They should call me Jack the Rapper. Gloria Dana on you motherfuckers, I will survive.
Jesus. Jesus. This guy's fucking.
It's more his flow, other than what he's actually saying.
His voice is sick.
Yeah,
you know, see,
because
he's from
like the way you
here,
say
right?
it sounds so whack
Yeah.
because of the wording.
Yeah.
But the way
But
he
the way
says
he
it
flows
sounds
it.
dope, though.
Yeah.
He got the flow,
Yeah.
but he's just like verbatim. It's some bullshit.
How many rappers are like that? You read a lot of rappers shit. You read on paper and you're like, this fucking reads horrible. And
Freddie
then
Fox
you know they put
might
it together.
have
And you're like, oh, yeah, that's
one of
dope.
I've noticed said this off air when we're talking about like stretched out bars and
Yeah.
stuff. When I said you couldn't make I'm a kid like Cuddy a punch,
Yeah,
and you argued.
yeah, you could.
No, you can't.
You can make I'm a kid like Cuddy a punch.
No, you can't make that a punch. And it's just like Bumpy Knuckles couldn't land this punch. This is the only punch Bumpy Knuckles didn't land, and it was on a song.
Well, I'm a kid
I
like Cuddy.
gotta stop making metaphors for Bumpy Knuckles because like I don't want to get punched in the head by him. He's like that. He's the rapper who will punch
What
you
the
in
fuck
head.
you talking about? I guarantee you.
You want to
Knuckles
catch Rick
listen
like
to
me? You got a better chance of kicking down a tree with no legs. Doing a handstand on 2 eggs. Motherfucker. I'm the lyrical instinct. Fuck what you write. I'm the source like magazine. On the cover with the Ruger 16. I ain't afraid to diss a MC. But ask him if he's scared to diss me. I bet he won't disagree. He probably start saying his mom's sick, his sister's home with a bad knee.
Like, what the fuck are you saying, bro?
You
You
saying
sound like
Freddie
he's
Knuckles?
dyslexic, bro.
You saying Bumpy
That's what
Knuckles, Freddie
dyslexic
Fox
rap,
shit
man.
though, man.
Yo, but the one line's kinda said.
Listen,
I
ain't
ain't
even
scared
gonna
to
lie.
diss an MC, but
But
ask
his
him if
flow,
he's scared to diss me.
Yeah. But listen, I
ain't
guarantee
dissing
you.
Freddie Fox.
No, I don't think you ever diss Freddie Fox. I
But I
think
think
Freddie
that's
Fox
the punch he
sees
never
one of these
landed.
episodes, he's gonna be like, hey man, that fucking white boy's one of my biggest fans. Where the fuck's he at? He's like, come out here and get you to open up for
Yeah,
me.
fuck with
Shout
that
out Freddie
person.
Fox.
I'm just saying,
Lazy's
honestly,
like-
though, he got the flow. He got the flow. It's just the wording. So it's like his
But
shit don't make no
sometimes-
sense.
Those rappers
the
are
wording.
though.
He sounds like a dumbed down Ghostface.
Name me a rapper
No.
that you can read
Like a
on
really
paper that's
dumbed
not
down
like
Ghostface.
that though.
I feel like Freddie Fox is the older generation Sean Price.
God, Jesus Christ.
But Sean
Yeah.
Price is a better MC.
Sean Price is a
What?
fucking
I
god.
can't even. I can't.
bro.
compare
Sean
those two
Price
guys,
is fucking.
man. I know what you're saying.
Sean Price is
like an old school
ridiculous.
version, but yeah, he's like Daddy O. To me, is a better rapper than Freddie Fox, based on verbatim.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I'm not really comparing
Flow-wise-
it like that.
flow-wise
More
is
comparing
different.
it
He got
like
the flow.
the personality. Like Sean Price is the dude from the 2000s.
That'll snuff you in the
punch
face.
you in the
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
Definitely
And he'll
that.
tell you he'll punch you in the,
The crazy
Yeah,
thing about
definitely
Sean
that.
Price is like he's one of the few dudes where when he was in the group, everyone else thought, you know what I'm saying, the other dude,
Rock,
yeah, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, his voice, he's got the voice, he's got the charisma, he's gonna be the one that blows up. Yo, when they started making music and Sean Price struck out on his own, he fucking did way better than you know what I'm saying when he was
Yeah.
in the group. And
'Cause
he's
Sean
one of the
Price-
few dudes.
So
you know?
Sean Price
That's
is
like if
comical. That's why
Yeah.
fucking Sean
nah, but
Price.
you know what I'm saying? It's almost like if Havoc,
You
if Havoc
understand
went
his
solo.
sarcasm.
Yeah.
That's one thing that makes Sean Price okay.
No, but like if you were to go back to like '96 and say, yo, Sean Price is gonna be that fucking man,
Yeah.
whatever, that'd be like, nah, man, it's like fucking Havoc going solo and you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
him out rhyming P.
Now
But
watch
it-
Havoc and Designer drop a banger
Listen,
tomorrow. and
Havoc's a
goes
dope fucking
viral.
rapper though.
He
Havoc's
alright.
fucking dope.
But
Like
when
he
he
has
dropped
some
that one
good-
album was
what I'm
kinda-
saying is he wasn't the lyricist in the group. He was the,
No, do you
he
know
was
what's
the
funny?
producer. But Havoc has some rhymes where it's
Yeah,
like,
he does.
damn, you might have out rhymed P on this fucking track, bro.
Structurally,
Havoc is
Is a better
yes,
MC.
that's
Yeah.
what I've
Prodigy.
always said.
But
With
Prodigy
Prodigy has a
has the voice,
Yes.
the flow,
Yeah.
but
And he has a
Prodigy
certain
is a better
charisma.
MC because he's original.
Yeah.
Like if you're
Yeah.
talking like technically and
Yeah.
structurally, Havoc is technically
a more sound
structurally
MC
the better
than Prodigy,
MC.
yes.
Yeah. Kind of like Big Boy to Andre.
Yeah.
But it's that
Charisma,
unorthodoxness that they have
Yes.
to them with the poetry and the
Yeah.
stuff that they say that makes them MCs
Yeah.
light years beyond their partner who is
Right.
as on a skilled MC set, like technically a better rapper.
Yeah. It took me a long time to warm up to Prodigy. It took me almost into my 20s. Like I
Oh,
enjoyed
man.
their stuff in my teens.
Once
But
I
once I
heard-
was in my 20s, I heard him just like, man, like he came through the speakers so much more to me as I got older than when I was younger because I was
Once
so
heard man
fixated
say,
on
rock
the
you in
style.
your face, stab your brain with your nose.
No, I
hole,
love that
I'm
shit.
like, what is this?
No, don't get me twisted. I loved that shit.
Like-
I loved it at the time, but because I was so into like Nas and so into technicality and Jay
Yeah.
and Cormega and whatnot at the time,
Mega
Prodigy
doesn't get the
didn't
props
he,
he
he
deserves.
didn't
Yeah,
he didn't
Mega's
come
dope.
through to me.
Mega's
But once I
super
got
dope.
into my early 20s and really, you know, started smoking a little more, we started drinking a little bit more, started looking at things through a darker set of lenses. I was like, God damn, Prodigy might be one of the realest motherfuckers ever. And just his comfort on the mic is like what gave me chills. Yeah.
High on crack. He might be the only self-admitted.
Oh, he talked about doing a lot of dope. No. They were talking about doing Woodies and Wu-Tang. You know what I'm saying? Put cracks in weed and
crack.
They were talking about smoking
Crack
Zoot.
and weed made my eyes bleed, or
They were
like the
talking about
Hudson on
getting zooted,
PCP when I'm dusted. That ain't like admitting to just like being high on crack.
But it's a subtle
combination made his eyes bleed.
Subtle.
No, that's not like smoking crack though. Like MC Shan.
The man said the combination made his eyes bleed.
Yo, shout out to MC Shan first. I'm not saying
Shan.
this is disrespect. It's just a known fact. Like when Shan was smoking crack, he wasn't making records like,
nah, of course.
Yo,
I'm a crackhead. I love
listen, fam, I be high on crack. Like, nah.
Hey, what year was
DMX, I don't
what
even
year
know
was
if
shit?
he ever mentioned smoking crack.
Yeah, he does in his book. In his book, he
No,
said,
but
in his
oh no, in
music.
his music, not so much. You're
So,
right, not in his
You know what I
music.
mean? P Dub came out and he's like, I'm in interrogation rooms, high on
Yeah.
crack. I ain't got nothing for you. Talked about lawyer.
No, it's shocking how much Prodigy like mentioned the amount of like drugs he was
Earlier
doing.
in the
But
career.
the thing that a lot of people
sniffing coke.
right.
Yeah, right.
But the thing that a
Shout
lot
out
of
to,
people don't
like,
understand.
He's the first dude who made being a junkie cool. Shout out to
Do you
Prodigy.
guys think that?
He did it subtly.
You guys think that DMX is a hypocrite for trying to let people know that they're talking too much about drugs in the music today?
Fuck no. I think he's the example that he needs to be, and people need to kind of be like, all right, fuck it, this nigga's saying it, all right, you know what I'm saying? Sorry,
But
using that
don't
word,
you
but
think people? Don't you think people are gonna look at him like, oh, but you're a
nah,
junkie.
they're gonna look at him
Even
like,
though
oh
I didn't put it in
shit.
the music, because
Nah.
like, these kids are gonna stop talking about Zannies
Listen,
and
the
shit.
next step after where DMX has been is ODB territory, right?
Of course.
So if he's able to say, look, I told the line multiple times, you should
Yeah.
use me as the example.
Yeah.
That's exactly what
Yo,
it should be.
man.
You should be the one to say, look, man, at
But
some
do you
point in
think
time,
he's
you need to cut
relevant
it
to the
off.
young generation that's making the music talking about all these drugs?
I think so.
Because
Absolutely.
I seen
Yeah.
after he said it,
Yeah.
No.
nobody really paid attention.
No, the new generation doesn't give a shit about OGs, especially like ones that they deem as maybe a junkie.
I don't know about
I don't know
that.
how the younger generation
I don't know
looks
about
at
that.
DMX.
I don't know about that. You know what I mean?
I don't know if they even look
the younger
at DMX.
generation
DMX
loves.
is a hero to us, but
Right.
like,
Yeah, but what about to them?
yeah.
Remember,
Okay,
their heroes are XXX.
No, but they can
I
look at some of
remember
those.
5 years
it's
ago, I met a
Tekashi.
girl who never heard of Method Man.
Okay.
And she was into rap music.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
And that blew me away.
but
That was 5 years ago.
I think what we're seeing
Yeah.
right now. Okay, we gotta remember. A couple weeks ago, what did Future come out and say? He admitted, and we already knew. He admitted, hey man, I don't drink this shit, right?
Yeah.
Gucci, you know what I'm saying? Gucci's probably, we were talking earlier, Gucci's probably the most influential artist other than like a Soulja Boy or whatnot. He's way more influential than Soulja Boy, but
Nah, man, Soulja Boy got influence
Different
out here. Why
conversation.
you hating
But
on
Gucci-
the soul of Ja?
Gucci might
make
be
some noise
the
for
most
God.
influential artist of the South
Soulja
for
God.
the last 15 years.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
if you look at the transition that he made, we're probably gonna see Kodak Black and these guys say, "Look, man, that shit fucked my life up." You know,
But it's gonna be
so
down the line, and by the time that happens,
it's already happened.
No. But what I'm
Half these
saying
dudes
is,
will be dead or washed by
remember,
the time they
yeah,
have that.
but this is
But
the
we
thing.
had the
right?
same problem during our generation.
But to bring
Yeah.
it back in this
We
no
had the same
disrespect,
problem, man.
is DMX dead and washed?
No,
Like, he's
no,
not
Is he
dead.
washed?
Nah.
no.
No, we gotta look from the perspective
Like
of the youth.
us, we'll go
Nah.
to the Dark and Tell Us Hot tour, but like
I get it.
Yeah, that's all we're
No,
saying.
I get it.
we'll
but
go to it.
I get it. No, I get it. So in a sense, yes, he might not appeal to the youth in the same way, but what I will say is the youth today, they take to different styles of music a lot more. So DMX could easily slide in that place where he's like, hey, 6ix9ine was just doing the same type of music I did.
DMX
All it takes is one hot
timeless.
DMX track.
You know why? Because DMX isn't. He's a great rapper.
Right. Not
but he's
only
not
just that,
overly technical.
not only just
Yeah.
exactly.
And he's got a lot of emotion, so he's like a
So,
Tupac in a sense. You know what I mean?
he-
People from every generation can.
if you
relate
really
to
think
that.
about it, 6ix9ine in a big way was just really trying to do a lot of the shit DMX was doing without the growl and without the gruff,
I don't think.
without the charisma.
I personally
He
don't
was-
think 6ix9ine was trying to do anything.
He was doing that, but again, the
I
same
just think
style.
he went in the studio. Was like, yeah, ah!
But that same aggressiveness on the mic, driving the track
Yeah,
aggressively
but I don't
with
think he
your
went in
voice is a
consciously
particular
trying to be
style.
DMX or.
I don't think so.
A
But
lot of people say he's reminiscent of Onyx too.
No.
I don't really think he went in with
Right,
any of that. in
Yeah,
mind.
a lot of Onyx comparisons more than DMX.
My
Even
point
though there are
is-
DMX comparisons.
Yeah.
my point is right now.
But was Ja Rule
He could
really that much
easily-
like DMX now?
Oh, very
yeah,
much so,
hell
very
yeah,
much so.
hell
Is he, though?
yeah,
He was almost like a duplicate.
Until he
Him
started
and Pop.
making that, until he started making those love songs. Yeah, man.
It was a combination.
Yeah, it's true.
His
Holla
voice was
Holla and shit
fun.
like that.
I love Holla Holla. I won't even fucking
Yeah, I
Holla
love that
Holla was
record.
my track. I fucking love bump 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 bump
Yeah.
bump bump bump. Irv Gotti's production was crazy. Dame Grease's production was
Hova.
crazy.
Yeah.
Go back and listen to some Mike Geronimo. He might not be the best rapper, but goddamn, some of the production on Mike Geronimo's shit was
Yeah.
fucking
Oh,
fire.
yeah,
And real flood.
Fuck,
Time
man.
to Build, the joint
Yeah.
with fucking, what's DMX? Is that the one where DMX is
Even
like,
Royal
I did
fucking
way
Flush,
too much
man.
dirt to go back now.
Yeah.
I'm the reason my little sister smoking crack now.
Right?
That's crazy.
Yeah, yo, shout out to X.
Yeah,
man.
and this is the thing, right? What's the guy?
DMX is a god.
Wayno was talking about the whole DMX situation in terms of him speaking out
Yeah.
on the thing, and yo, I'm fucking drunk. But it either being hypocritical or not,
Yeah.
because he was just saying, but like we're seeing all these new artists
I
talking
don't know
about
how I
drugs.
feel about Wayno. I liked
Yeah.
him at first, but now, like,
It depends,
it
right?
depends.
But he was saying that
He, like, it's like he almost purposely will
Mm.
play the other side of the fence as, like, Ack. Like,
Yeah.
if Ack has first opinion, and it's something that you're like,
He's
oh,
gonna do
yeah,
it
yeah,
just
yeah.
to fuck
Wayno
with
would
him.
agree with this.
Yeah.
Then
Do
he'd
it
be
just
like,
to fuck
nah,
with
and, like, you can
But
almost,
you-
like, tell when he's, like, putting
that's a
on the
good
little
thing because
show.
it keeps it entertaining.
It doesn't,
Yeah.
though, when
But-
you can see through it.
No, of course that too.
Yeah.
But
No,
but if you can see through, that's one thing. But the audience, like if
Yeah.
he doesn't do that, there's no conversation.
I
Like
just
literally, there's
tried
no
the combo.
conversation.
I feel you.
But
I feel you.
you saying, like I was saying before, back in the day, it's not like drugs were never spoken about.
Oh, no,
it's
they
just that
absolutely
now
were.
it's spoken about in every fucking song.
Right.
So it's always been there. It's always been there.
It
From
absolutely
White
has.
Lines
It
to
absolutely has.
fucking the list goes on. Even
No, it absolutely has.
even back
Sipping
then,
on
I
some
forgot,
syrup.
there's a
Eric
documentary.
Clapton wrote Cocaine.
Yeah.
Make some noise for Eric Clapton.
But there's a
I heard once that
yeah.
him and another musician, I can't remember who it is now,
Mhm.
stayed in a room for a year and a half and just bought, like, I think $20,000 of cocaine a week and just shot heroin.
Probably.
It was some, like, famous female, I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
That's
Probably
fucked
Stevie
up.
Nicks.
Maybe or
Probably Stevie
someone.
Nicks.
I was just gonna say maybe Stevie
Yeah, probably
Nicks.
Stevie Nicks.
Yeah.
She's legendary for the amount of drugs.
Oh,
Somebody told me that.
Did you know
and again,
kind of Jimmy
this is just a
Iovine kind
rumor.
of
Yeah, he.
come up off
Yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah. No, absolutely. If you watch the
Well, the Defiant ones.
yeah, Defiant ones. But okay, this is a rumor.
You should
I'm
have
gonna,
Dr. Dre, that documentary, not interesting, you're like, I already knew all this. But when it's Jimmy Iovine, you're like, oh yeah, I'm
Yeah,
glued
yeah.
down. Like, his story is
it's
nuts.
nuts. He's the guy with the fucking. They don't know it's Christmas. Like,
Springsteen shit.
yeah,
like,
man, you gotta start as a
man.
fucking just an
It was
engineer,
sweeping
right?
Floors.
absolutely, man.
Make some fucking
And
noise
let
for
that
Jimmy
be
Iovine.
a lesson to anybody who ever wants to get involved in any industry. You don't know if the guy who's sweeping the fucking floor can be the most powerful person in that industry
Hey.
10, 15, 20 years down the road. Treat everybody with a little bit of not even a little bit. Treat everybody with the same respect you'd want given to you because you don't
Suck
know
everybody's
who's on your
dick.
come up and who's on the come down.
Nah, B, no Evian around
No
here.
Evian around here. Hey!
Hey, is that the new slang? No Evian?
No
Nah,
Evian.
it's just
Yo.
made that up, man. So,
Yo,
Shout
you know
out
what
to the
else
Fire
is the new
Festival.
slang?
What's up?
No Mufasa.
No Mufasa.
what's that? Mufasa?
Yeah, you need to educate me
That
on this.
means
No
facts,
Mufasa.
truth.
No facts.
It means facts are true.
So you say no Mufasa?
No lying.
Ah, shit, I got
Yeah.
you. I got
Mufasa
you.
means truth.
Now Mufasa's
No.
the fucking the
It's
king,
the
Lion
lie.
King.
Okay,
He's the
yeah,
father,
no
right? So no
Mufasa.
lying.
Mufasa.
I got you.
Alright.
I got you. You fucked with me on that one, but I see where you came from.
Yo,
I get you. Homie.
I have to ask you guys a question from, is it this week's? I think it's last week's No Condom podcast. I think it's a genius business venture. Eddie G
Right.
does not quite think so as much.
All right. all
Now,
right.
do you think it would be genius if 50 Cent put out a boxer brief company called Feel Like 50?
That'd be weird.
And
No,
you know how
that'd be
boxers
fucking
be? Yo, hold up,
weird.
hold up.
Oh, I feel like 50.
Where
Like
we
feel like
going?
him.
You can feel like 50.
That's just
I
weird.
feel like 50 is the
Yo,
age.
what's up? It's your man Curtis Jackson. You know, I'm just telling you, for 50 cents a day, you could feel like 50.
Meaning
Hold on,
feel
we
like
got-
himself.
We got someone asking a
No, like
question
that's
about
his boxer
6ix9ine.
brief company.
I know, so when you feel
So
like
when
50.
you're gonna
I
feel
do-
like 50 when you
That's-
wear
You mean like
the
feel like
boxers.
50 Cent?
That's just
Yeah.
fucking weird.
It
That's
might
just
work.
weird, guys.
It's
Now,
workable.
now,
It's workable.
what about, you know how boxers be mad expensive?
We'll
like
get to your
quality
question in a
boxers,
second.
when
Yeah.
you like need to cop a few pairs, you're like, damn, like good boxers, like $30. It's like, I
Yeah.
can cop a new Era or a pair of boxers. Like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear these shits with the holes in it for another week. Let me cop a new Era. What if, for 50 cents a day, that's all you had to pay? Just 50 cents a day.
Where you going with that?
And every time a pair of your boxers got a hole in it, you get a new pair of feel like 50
How
cents
fast
to your
you
head.
get
What the fuck are you
Like,
talking about?
So you
Next day delivery like Amazon.
What
you
else?
feel like
Cuz-
50.
And for 50 cents
that's-
a day,
that's how
you
you-
could feel like 50.
For 50 cents a day, you can feel like 50.
So
So
that's
that's
like-
boxer briefs. Get the
Well, you know what? So you can technically
wow, bro.
technically get a new boxer every 30 days.
Yeah,
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, you have a lot of boxers.
For 50 cents a day.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
That's
But you
cheaper.
never have to go spend $30 on a good pair of boxers, cause
Yeah.
Why don't
yo,
you-
if you gonna feel like 50, you know them boxers feeling right.
And they're going to be fresh.
And they're boxer briefs too, so it's like tight boxers. You know what I'm
So
saying?
they're just hugging your
You
package.
don't do none of that like
Feel
no,
like 50.
Yeah,
Yo.
you feel like 50,
You need to send this shirt to them ASAP.
and then they can
This better
start,
be on
they
fucking
can
their
start doing
website.
like Vivica A.
My cousin
Fox
says-
prints
hold
on
on.
like some of them and shit.
My
In
cousin
what?
says you're on to something,
in
man.
the
She
butthole,
says
right?
she says you're on to something right
Yeah,
now.
it's possible. It's a good possibility.
Hey,
Wow,
listen,
man.
if you DM 50 on this, and I want to see if he actually responds to you.
Yo.
If 50 responds to you,
Feel like 50.
Yo,
I like
please,
I like
I
the
want
sound
you
of
to
that,
DM
though.
50 on this today.
I wouldn't buy it, but
That's
it
the
has a
project.
ring. Feel like 50.
Feel like 50.
For 50 cents a day, you can feel like 50.
Let's put up by
What's up,
Street King,
Sinead
Street King
Jackson?
Promotions.
You better do
Oh
that
my
before you
God.
become 50. Like,
Now, and then, so, all right, fuck
Hey, he's
you.
not too
Hey,
far off
Eddie,
from
yeah,
50 years
yeah,
old, right?
almost
How
there.
old is 50 Cent? 50 Cent's got to be at least
Are you
like.
50 years old?
Is he
Do
45?
you feel like your life is
It's like
going
diapers
halfway
and shit.
over?
That's fucking weird.
You don't gotta
That's
wear the
weird.
pens, motherfucker. All you gotta do is put a little bit of into your.
G diaper. Oh my
Nah,
god.
no diaper, fam. You know what
Gee,
I'm saying?
yeah.
All we gonna do around here is you ever want to feel like success? You want
want
to feel
that
like
power?
a boss? You want that power? You can feel like 50. I got
Feel
all
like
that.
Ghost? I'm not Ghost.
For 50 cents a day.
Feel like Kanan.
It's cheaper than it costs you to drink water every week. It's cheaper than it costs you to drink coffee every week. It's cheaper than pretty much damn near everything.
You think 50
know what I'm
Cent
saying, man?
is,
And you know what I'm saying?
You can sell anything.
For 50 cents a
So
day,
for
you
50
50
cent-
feel like 50, motherfucker.
So 50 cents a
Tell
day,
me
that's
it's
15 bucks a
55
month,
bucks.
right? Like he's selling. Are they 50 cents or 15 bucks? Like how much is
50 cents a
It's
day.
50 cents a day.
So that comes up to how much?
14 bucks every pay period if you get paid every other week.
It's not
Man,
bad.
ain't a few pairs.
And
Like,
that's
I'm
like
not wearing the same every day for 50 cents. It's not happening. I'm
Well,
buying
you
it.
already own boxers, so you don't have to wear the same pair every day,
Right,
but
you're
you
right.
never have to spend $30 again.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Well, 50 is 43 years old according to my cousin.
You know what
You
I'm
better
saying?
do it before you're 50. You go
Feel
start
like
recording.
50.
All right, but check
You're
this
gonna
out.
lose on the
My
younger
cousin wants to
market.
know. She's saying, you guys think like when 6ix9ine gets out of prison, you know, so
When?
he's gonna have the same appeal or anything
Nah.
like that.
Hold
When's
on.
he getting out?
Hold on.
Apparently, he might be getting out when he's 69.
No
What I
one's gonna
heard.
care.
Nah, I don't
That
think so.
only
I
makes
think-
sense if
Nah,
you get
bro. Half those
69
people are
every
gonna be
day,
dead.
Yeah.
Half the
You're
kids
right.
are gonna probably be from drugs and all kinds of other shit. Unless they're vegan, they won't die.
Man, if he does
This
6,
guy said a list of fucking.
And they might die if
I'm
they're
sorry,
vegan.
that just caught me off guard
Just
so much.
no,
Like
because we're in that
unless
era
they're
where a lot of
vegan-
people are going vegan. Like
We kind of
like,
are.
especially younger generation.
Yeah.
Because they're following this trend. It's not a bad trend. It's a healthy trend. But they might even be a lot healthier. So
no,
they might
the
live
vegan
longer.
thing
people-
is you can't cut
Shout
meat
out to
out
vegan
completely
people.
to be healthy unless
Listen.
you want to
Yeah,
spend
but you
millions
actually
of-
can.
Well, unless you
I know
want
a lot
to
of people that do
millions
it.
of dollars.
Shout out
on
to
nuts and
vegan.
stuff.
Nah.
No, a lot of people who go vegan actually end up getting sick and
But they
stuff
got really
over time.
smelly farts. Like
They
They get
vegans
skinny
smell
and they
bad
look
when they
healthy and
fart.
stuff because they're living a more healthy lifestyle.
Yes and no.
but
And I'm gonna say this. I know people that
there
are
is health risks to becoming
No, no,
vegan.
I
I know a
understand
bodybuilder
that.
who's vegan and he's fucking
Trust me,
like
I know people that are like
he's
real.
huge.
No,
They're-
it's great,
Mm.
but you need like I say the perfect balance is like to eat meat once or twice a week.
Yeah,
That sounds like a good balance.
but I put it like this. I
That
know,
sounds like a
I know,
balance.
I know people that, and I will call them professional vegans. Like one of my friends, he's also a fucking.
Yeah, 6ix9ine's bunk now. He's
He's a fucking.
6ix9ine.
What is he?
And he's bunk bedding.
Bunk bedding. Wow. Wow.
6ix9ine will be irrelevant 10 years.
Yeah, I
from
don't
now.
see him.
Like that
Yeah.
generation right now, they love his shit. Even the other day, some kid
10 years
asked
from
for
now.
his
Don't
music,
forget about him in 2
and they were
years.
like, "Oh, could you play some 6ix9ine?" I go, "6ix9ine's a
Yo.
snitch," And he's like,
You could
I like his
sell
beats.
Sell rainbow wigs. You could sell print on tats. Feel like Tekashi.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's facts.
Yeah.
Just spin it
Especially
off
now.
like the Beats
Especially now.
headphones.
Yeah.
Especially
You know,
now.
beats by Diddy, beats by Avril Lavigne. Speaking of which, Avril Lavigne and Nicki Minaj did
Yeah,
a song
that song.
together.
Did you
put
check it
out
out
yesterday.
yet?
That was horrible.
It's
I
called
didn't
Blonde
react
What?
to
It's
it.
called Blonde What?
Shout out to
Blonde.
Avril
Yeah.
Lavigne.
And then the hook, Avril Lavigne said something about like not being
Shout out to
a
Avril
Barbie
Lavigne.
or something, and I'm like, that sounds like a diss.
Yeah, so hold on.
And
Is it
then
like a
Nicki
rock song?
Minaj spits
What
the
possessed?
worst collaboration verse I've ever heard her spit.
What
Is it
That
a
was
rock
not a bad
Minaj?
rap verse.
Yeah.
But you know when she usually does collabs, she kills it.
Yeah.
It's the most generic verse ever. It's like, Nicki, pull it up. You see, yo, what up? Like the punchline
Is
is
it
like,
like a-
what's
is it-
up now? And like, you know, just
Is-
like the most generic shit.
Is it like a rock record? Because Avril.
No,
it's
Avril's like on like,
some
it's like,
trap shit?
no, it's not trap, but it's like, you can tell it's
Electro,
made
electro.
made
I got you, I got
electronically.
you.
It's like, yeah, it's like
It's
some
like-
DJ Snake shit.
Like a pop, yeah,
Alright,
but
here's
not
the
as
question.
not quite as like intense.
Yeah,
Here's
I
the
wanted to hear it,
question,
but I got yeah.
It's trash.
Here's the question though. Are we currently witnessing the downfall of Nicki Minaj's career?
We've been seeing that.
You've been seeing that? So
Yeah.
we're in the throes of Nicki Minaj's downfall?
I don't think she's
I
over
like
though.
Nicki.
She's
I
dropping a new
have
album.
nothing to say.
She's gonna drop a new album.
Yeah,
So,
but I haven't heard
all I
shit.
gotta say
Like
is
I haven't heard
Queen
any real
dropped that.
noise.
The
Like,
album
on
went, the album
radio.
went to double platinum
Okay.
off of her fan base. So
Okay, okay.
she's
Yo,
still
that's-
relevant on that level.
Wait, hold
Yeah,
on.
I
She
like
went
the
double
song
platinum.
with her and Sway Lee on the album. Up in the spot.
Yes. I like anything that Sway Lee's on. I'm not gonna fucking lie. That kid right now is killing
it, though,
it.
I'm like, this is the most fucked up song I've
Yeah.
ever heard. But the beat was fire. And
Listen.
then like after listening to it another time, I'm like, yo, now that hook it kinda sounds dope.
Yeah.
And then the more I listen, I'm like,
Yeah,
yo, this shit's
I've said
like,
it a few times. Like I shouldn't like shit that Sway Lee's on, but I fucking love everything that kid is
it's
on.
kinda like Chris
And
Brown. He can make you like a record even if
Kind
you
of.
don't like it.
Even like Slim Jimmy's dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was disappointed in their last album because their album before that was fire. But I think this kid is gonna be the guy
That's the
who
problem with
not
these new
replace
artists,
Drake,
though.
Yeah.
not replace Drake, but he's a guy like as Drake kind of slowly makes less and less music over the next 5 years or so.
But Drake got a new album
Sway's gonna
coming
be
out,
on
too.
damn near everything. He's got a new album, of course,
Yeah,
but
I don't think Drake's
over the
gonna
next
stop
5
making
years.
music.
I think over the next 5 years he's gonna slow
might.
down.
G1 earlier
Slow
today
down.
on Facebook
Shout out G1.
called Scorpion Drake's best album.
Is it? People say Take Care.
I personally think it's one of his
Mm, mm,
worst.
mm, mm.
But I didn't feel like getting into Facebook debates.
Politically,
today, so
I think
called that on
it's
it.
an
This is
album.
probably his
Commenting on
biggest album in terms
it.
of
No,
sales.
it's his biggest album, probably. I don't know. I don't look at sales. and all
Sales-wise,
that. I know
but-
Views did well.
Views did well, but
Um,
I think even this might have done even better than Views.
I think if you're reading this, it's too late. Might be his best project.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like that joint. I really do like that joint.
Yeah?
Like I really,
And
really
like
like
when
that
it
joint.
first came out, I was
But
like,
even though
oh,
it's a
shit, the
mixtape.
little mixtape thing. I'm
Yeah,
like,
but it's
whatever.
dope.
But like, I'm
Yeah.
like,
Dope as fuck.
yo, like it's fucking super dope, man.
Shout out Drake, man. This politically might be his biggest album.
Do you
Yeah.
think he keeps a blade on him when he hits the telly?
I don't think he keeps any fucking weapons.
Just in
on
case
him.
the bitch
He
tries to
keeps
set
a
him up.
bodyguard on him.
Because even if the girl set him up, do you think he's gonna pull the blade out?
Let's ask Rebecca.
Hey.
We could ask somebody.
Whoa.
Right? Not like we can't ask somebody and find out.
Whoa.
So, yo, this is a good segue to talk about the Grammys. What y'all
Yo, do you know what? Before
I
we
did
get
not
on
watch
the
the
Grammys.
Grammys,
Go ahead,
before
go
we
ahead.
get on the Grammys,
Yeah.
Alright.
I have something to say about 50 cents a day still.
Hit us with it.
Alright.
Hit us with it,
Aside
Maloney.
from feeling like 50, would you throw a chair off of a balcony onto the Gardner
Oh,
Expressway
fuck.
for 41 floors up if you got 50 cents a day for every day you're in prison?
Hey. Well, you know, if you go to
No.
prison, you might get paid just to fucking work. So.
No.
What if you're catching like $200 per blowjob and when you're locked up?
What do you mean $200 per
Fuck outta
blowjob?
here.
$200 doing it?
Fuck out of here. What the
Oh,
fuck you
smart.
asking right now?
Fuck, bro. Well, yo, what do you think about that chick? And what's
What if you
happening
could
with
just
her?
cash mad dough?
What type of fucking
cash
setup
you-
questions are you
cash you
asking right
inside.
now? You fucking
Cash you
dick?
inside.
Cash you inside.
This guy's
Cash
asking
you
some
inside.
straight up
But you know
setup
what?
questions.
What
Yo,
she did-
Firefest made the conversation possible.
What she
I ain't
did,
going
what
to
that
prison.
girl
I
did,
ain't trying
actually
to go to
What
reminds
if
me.
you're
jail,
catching
knock
5
on wood,
BJs a
man.
day? That's $1,000 a day.
That's fucking nasty.
Quick
homie.
money.
You're
You
still locked up in jail. When do you
But
come
what
out?
if you didn't even have to swallow?
Fuck out of here.
The fuck you asking right now?
Yeah.
I love the way way y'all still so innocent and stuff.
Yo,
know,
like,
yeah,
shout outs
like,
to M.O. Littles. Hey.
Fuck
Yeah.
out of here, bro. Where did that come from?
We're trying to get him on the
Where
show,
the
but we
fuck is
keep
your brain
forgetting.
going, bro?
I don't know. I just
keep
saying.
running out of time.
You know, it is what it is. But that's some deep shit to think about. It's like,
It wasn't deep. It just kind
Nice,
of.
no, I know it's not deep
But
like
now
that.
that you think
It's
about
not
it,
deep like that. I
that's
know.
why.
I'm random on some shit
You
too.
both were like,
My
nah.
cuz loves
And
her
I'm like,
ideas, by the way. She's just sitting here posting saying she loves your
Hey.
shit.
Shout out Chantal. Yo, you can't ever see me on this thing,
Yeah.
though. What's up? Blowing in the spot. And the girl coming on
Your thumb's
short.
covering too. It's not like she can see your thumb's covering the
Oh,
home.
my necklace. Sit on ski resort. Oh no, this is
Man, this guy
Ah.
threw like 4 different scenarios in one.
Yeah, he
girl
just-
with the chair, fucking Evian blowjobs.
Oh my
50
god.
Phil be good.
Yo,
Oh my
I
god.
feel like 50's genius.
Fuck.
But
Feel like
well,
50.
either both you guys obviously were like, nah, what am I gonna do? Like 2 years, 50 cents a day? You'll fuck that shit, right? But that's why I had to complicate the question. $200 a blowy, and you're doing 5 a day, so you're making more money on the inside
Nah,
than you're making on the
B.
outside. That's
So
$2,800 a month.
basically, now in reverse, would you do it?
Nah, because I make more than that
Exactly.
already shoveling snow.
But if you got locked up, exactly. But if you got locked up and that was the situation, would you do it?
Oh my god.
If it was the
If
situation,
you threw the chair off like the chick did,
And
you
I
know,
was
she's not gonna
like-
do no time.
She's
I'm
gonna
gonna
get
make the
famous
best of
for
it.
this shit. She's not even
Yeah.
gonna get time. She's gonna get
And
fucking
If that was the
famous
scenario,
for it.
like
Why
if
she threw that chair off that fucking roof?
just if what do you
Or
like?
whatever balcony.
I
stupid.
mean,
You see, I got to ponder
depends what the prison food's like.
the food or the blowjobs. You gotta make it $100 for the blowjob. What are you worried about that?
This guy's fully, Maloney's fully committed. He's ready to go in and put in that work.
Motherfucking mouth!
All right, Akinelli.
But that girl, who do you think? I don't know. Hey, she's definitely gonna be famous after this.
Yeah, she ain't going
Yeah.
to prison.
Would you bang her?
What? Sorry, coming in?
Would you bang her?
I don't know, man. Any girl that would
Oh,
throw
I
a
know
fucking
that.
chair off a 40-floor fucking
No, but
balcony, you want to stay
did
away
see
from
the
because you
picture
don't know
of her,
what she'll
I'm
do.
like, oh.
She's kind of cute.
She's kind of cute, but she kind of fucking psycho too. You know, she
Yeah,
go.
Yeah, but doesn't that make it exciting sometimes?
Hey, now when you
Like,
break
she's
up with
19
her,
years old.
Fuck.
So if I'm 19 years old, I'd be trying to get in the DMs.
This
At
is-
28
Yeah, she
years
deleted
old,
her Instagram.
29 years old,
I'm gonna give
No.
you one name.
that's not what I'm
gonna
looking
give you,
for.
I'm gonna give you one name and tell you exactly who this bitch gonna turn out like. And I shouldn't have called her a
Catch
bitch,
me
but I'm gonna
outside?
call her a bitch. Nah, man.
No, I
That's
think
what I
her
thought.
and Bad Bobby should do a collab
Nah,
together.
listen. That type
would
of
be
girl.
fire.
That type of
And
girl.
on top of that, one thing before we get further, because on the topic
Let
of
me
Bad
finish my
Bobby,
sentence, please. But
wait, Bad
She's
Bobby,
definitely coming to town.
don't you think she should make an album called Dr. Phil?
that would be dope.
She should pay homage.
She should pay homage to Dr. Phil. Dr.
Sorry.
Phil made that girl. But
continue.
anyways, the woman who threw the fucking chair off the balcony, you sleep with that type of woman and she even like has a dream that you cheated on her. A dream, not
And
even a
you're dead.
fact. She's gonna pull a Lorena Bobby and
Hey,
cut your dick off.
If,
So,
she'll,
I'm out.
if she'll
I want
throw a
nothing to do
chair
with
off
her.
a balcony
Nothing
for
to fucking
clout,
do with her.
think what she'll do to your penis for hate.
Lorena Bobby, homie. I ain't
I'm
fucking
just
around with
saying,
that.
like, you know,
No, she's gonna get famous
Stone
off
likes
that.
a
though.
little bit of crazy though.
She's
She's like,
gonna be,
yeah.
she's gonna be like
Get 'em.
B-level
I'm
celebrity,
just saying,
Toronto famous because of her
I don't
antics.
know.
I'm gonna get a
Without
t-shirt.
Bad
I'm
Bobby.
gonna get a t-shirt just now.
No,
Put her on it with
yeah,
the chair
Bad
throwing it
Bobby's on top of the world
Hey,
right
that
now.
kid's good for her, man. I want that kid to make all the money,
Yeah,
so
and
she don't have to
she's-
cuss off her
and
mom
she's
no more.
remorseful.
If she wins Album of the Year at the Grammys, does she have
She
a
ain't
better
winning no
come up
album
story
of the
than
year.
Cardi?
She ain't winning no album
Not
of the year.
really, because she didn't have to struggle.
She didn't have any struggle.
Yeah.
She just had to catch you outside.
Yeah.
We don't
She
know.
didn't even have to catch you inside. $200 a blowy. She just got you outside. Oh, what's up?
Wow.
You're here.
This has turned into the Blowy episode.
Blow the
Blowy.
whistle.
Blow the whistle.
Like right to Chloe.
Na na na.
Uh, For some reason,
day.
For some reason, that
We
Blow the
roll
Whistle made me
tight
think of
whips.
E40 track. The
What's
fucking-
that?
Made me think of an E40 track when he said blow the whistle.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's an E40
It's
track
too
called Blow
short.
the
It's
Whistle.
too
Yeah,
short.
yeah,
Too short.
yeah,
Too
I
short.
like
Too
that
short.
track. Blow the
Too
Whistle.
short.
Yeah,
Too short.
too short. Wait, E40 on it, right?
Speaking of too short, shout out.
Is it all straight too short on that
Yeah.
track? Okay. Shout out Too Tall, man. I ain't seen that guy in a minute. He's a tall ass motherfucker too.
You've been tall.
He is. Been
Yeah.
tall.
But
Probably
no man's
seen
taller than me, fam. Yo, doggy, I'm telling you.
All right, man. It might be refill time.
I'm telling
Yeah, yeah.
you. Oh, we got refills?
There's
I
not
think
much,
so.
but there's a little. So do what you gotta do.
Where's the OJ?
Oh, it's right here.
All right, we refilling. I'm
And if you do, I got refills.
Super
Man,
basic
I hate
shit.
Yo,
yeah.
Word.
You guys are both from the old school a little bit more, but I bet Mike will know it. I doubt Dustin will know it.
Alright.
Do you know the song Lyrical Gymnastics by Big Daddy Kane?
Not off the top of my head.
Ah! You both suck.
Hey, it is what it is,
Yo,
man.
2
You're gonna know
thumbs
every
down
fucking
from Mike
song.
Stanley and Dustin
You're gonna know
Warehouse.
every fucking song on the planet.
Yo,
There's too
Dustin
many.
Warehouse?
Yeah.
Warehouse?
That's me, yo.
Yeah.
That's the warehouse, I guess. Fuck.
Does that match the Stanley or not?
Nah.
Warehouse.
Now we can
is
start
that-
calling you Stanley Cup.
Yeah, that's cool.
Christ.
I'm done with that.
Yo. How do you feel if you're a female and you have 2 different cup sizes?
That's for the people out there.
Like one's off tilt a little
Oh,
bit. So
fuck,
you're like,
stop
shit,
this,
I got
bro.
2 like you got like
How many girls out there who have
you got like an
offset
A30
titties?
and like a B10.
Wow.
It's like a bingo card happening.
That's like having one long nut and one short nut. You know what I'm saying? Like one that hangs down to your knees
Actually,
and one that's
every
tucked up
man-
in your fucking
actually,
gut.
Every man has both of what you just spoke of.
No, like we got like
Every
different
man has
sized
one
balls,
testicle
but
that's smaller than the other,
That
and
was fucking
every man has
yeah, but
nut
one
that
doesn't
hangs
like
up a little high.
one doesn't hang down to your knees and one isn't like up inside of your gut or nothing. Like
Your
that. That's
nuts
fucking
hang
weird.
low,
Shout out
they
Minute
wobble
Maid,
to
that's
and
our
fro.
sponsor this episode. We're getting
you
paid
tie
a shit
around your
ton of
knee?
money
Can
from
you
Minute Maid. And
Cancel
yeah,
on
buy
the
a Minute Maid.
flow.
This is fucking hilarious.
Hey, you
Yo.
know Minute Maid?
What do we think about throwing chairs off balconies though? Like, do you
fucked
think,
up.
do you think
Dangerous
maybe
as
she was
fuck.
just like a KRS fan and hated PM Dawn, and she was
Wow.
like, "Yo, chair."
It's a dumb move.
Or do you think she was like a
She
Suge
was
Knight
set
fan
adrift.
and she was like, "Yo, this fucking chair is Vanilla Ice right now."
Oh, fuck. She set a drift on Memory Bliss? That's fucked up. No, it's fucked up, man. She shouldn't have did that shit. But I think, like, it's overkill the way the media's completely, like, into this shit so much to the point where they're making her a celebrity.
Do you
and
think it's justifiable if you have track marks in your arms?
Oh my god.
What?
It explains a lot.
Yeah.
It definitely explains some
If
shit.
you had to give 10 blowjobs a day, for
Women get
$200,
surgery
does
to
it
fix.
make it
Women get surgery to fix
justifiable?
lopsided breasts.
What?
Apparently. So that's what's up, right
What'd you say
there.
about
Well, men
blowjobs?
don't do that, unfortunately.
Yeah, some men do. The Rock had breast augmentation.
No, I
surgery.
mean,
Yeah?
I mean you're nuts.
Oh, yeah, like
The size
Botox.
difference.
Botox injections in
No,
your
but
ball
Dave
sack?
Chappelle talking about his bald nuts and that skin is the funniest shit I ever heard.
Yeah. No. The funniest thing.
Smooth.
The funniest thing to me was when he was like
eggs.
when his son gave him the macaroni necklace. And he's like, "Daddy, why are you crying?" He's like, "Son, because you came from my balls." That shit had me fucking dying. I'm like, yeah. Now I can't wait to have a kid and tell my fucking kid, you know, start crying one day. Why are you crying, Daddy? Because you came from my balls. Like that would just be the fucking. That's gonna be the most epic day of my life when I can have a kid. When I have a kid and
Just
I can
saying
tell that
the
shit.
3 words came to my balls to my kid
I'm
is not
king
something I
from
could
balls.
ever
Yeah.
say.
Really?
Came from my balls?
Hey,
Well,
man.
that's where you came from.
Yeah.
Technically, you came from my balls, motherfucker.
Little tadpole ass motherfucker went into the egg and grew and became a person. That's the
Where do
fucking.
you think you
real
came
life.
Well, when I spread your mother's legs, I also came from my balls.
Yeah, and
How easy you
alright,
tell your kid this?
Yo, can you spit game from your balls?
I'm gonna put you on the game. I don't know, man.
Go, kid.
That'd be
Go
weird.
nuts. Go nuts. Swipe the left one.
That would be fucking weird. Balls fucking making noise. Alright, this episode is getting way too fucked up. We're getting off track. Let's deviate back to some type of normalcy. What else is going on other than
Balls and
You think
yeah?
maybe she was just like
I'm gonna put you on the
a
game.
fed up back dancer, you know, like the ones who have to spin the chairs and play, and she's like, fuck this chair rehearsal, and she just threw it off the garden, and she's like, fuck this.
I think drugs were involved. I think they were on an all-night cocaine bender.
Could have been
Nah,
that.
man, cocaine don't make you.
Could have been a bunch of shit.
Cocaine.
Could have been anything, but whatever her reason was, it doesn't fucking matter. She's endangering people's lives. She thought.
Or do you think, like, could she possibly just be a little mentally slow? Because here, I'll make an admission
Testicle
myself.
implants are miniature breast ones. Kind of weird, but do exist. Shout out to
Why
silicone
the
testicles.
fuck are you gonna fucking
Okay.
implant your balls?
I guess to
Why?
fix because you probably had to get one removed due to testicle cancer.
I
So
do
you just
understand
wanna,
that,
you know what I'm
but
I
Just
went,
just for
suppose that
I went to
yeah.
grade school with a kid that everybody called,
one nut?
I'm not going to say his nickname because I don't want to put him on blast. All right, everybody called him Stitchy because he hopped over a fence once. With
Oh no!
You know those chain link things? And he was wearing shorts.
So he was Johnny Longballs and just became Johnny
So did
Longball.
he appreciate that name? Did he
Shit.
get mad? Oh, fuck.
I tended to call him by his real name
man.
years
So,
later.
when people call him
When I was a
Stitchy,
kid, I called him Stitch.
so
That's
what was his
horrible,
reaction?
man. But he
When
really
it knocked people out?
When like you got 50 plus people calling you this and a name,
I know
what
that.
just
What are you gonna
adapt it,
do?
right? Like,
Well, you either fight or you
You
take
fight
it.
50 people.
You fight or you take it. You
did
gotta
he
take out at
really
least one
lose?
motherfucker to
Nah,
make
you
them
took
stop
it.
you.
Even when if I ever caught
Yeah.
if I ever caught a social fade like that, like I wasn't
Yeah.
fighting.
Hold on,
I wasn't fighting
Yeah.
the whole neighborhood.
Did he
What-
only
no.
have one ball though?
I think you had them both. I think you just had to get it stitched up.
Because it always starts with one person calling you something, and then everyone. I remember a dude we used to tease a lot in school. We teased him for like good 4 or 5 years,
Yeah.
and he never really reacted. He just took it. Years later, I saw him, and I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" Blah blah blah, and he was so pissed off. And he's
Aw,
like, "Yo, what?
shit.
What happened to this person? What happened to that person?" He's so negative, and I was just like, "We really fucked with this guy. We didn't have to."
No, that shit does fuck
Yeah.
with you. 'Cause
He
I
was a
got
potential
picked on
school
in
shooter.
smaller doses than that when I was
Yeah.
in grade school, and I held resentment for
Yeah.
some people for
For
like
a long time.
10 plus years.
Yeah.
Most people I actually ended up becoming just friends with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because you know what I mean, but like it took maturing to really get over
Yeah.
some of it. To the point
Good
where I'm
question.
like, I'll put that behind me.
yeah,
And then I went back and apologized to everyone I could ever remember that I picked on.
yeah.
Personally
yo.
messaged these people and was like, yo, I'm sorry for
We
Yeah.
got another
calling you
question.
toilet.
here.
And I'm sorry.
We got another question. So, is Kanye done? And regardless of if he's done or not, in your
Kanye.
opinion, is he a genius on the same level of a Mike, a Prince? You know, James
How
Kanye-
fucking on?
Kanye's nowhere even close to it. All right, so here's the
Right,
first
Kan-
thing.
Kanye's nowhere close to being done, or nowhere close to being a
nowhere close to
genius.
being a
To their
genius.
level, no.
Ooh.
Not their level, hell no.
Let's
Can
get
he
to the
really
shit.
that?
All right,
Let's get to the
let's
shits.
really get to it.
Let's
Okay.
get
So
to it.
firstly, I just read an article 2 days ago that was 15 facts you never knew about
Who
college
wrote the
dropout.
article?
It wasn't satire news. It was from a reputable.
Was it like Rolling Stone or?
We can look it up.
All right.
But it's reputable.
Proceed.
But it's not like anything crazy. I'm not gonna tell you he sucked dick for $200 a day.
Fuck.
I'm gonna.
He might have. We don't
All
know.
right, just let's get to the story before you get to the wild shit, please.
But so when he made College Dropout, obviously everybody looked at him like he's this like Pete Rocky, you know, he like very
Yeah.
soul like boom
Game
bap
changer.
roots,
Yeah.
right? Like you know Pete Rocky or like Primo-ish or like people who stick to like very, you know what I mean?
Yeah, fucks
Who
with it. I know what
made
you're
a
saying.
crossover, but it's actually
Very RZA-ish.
factual that Kanye West, a lot of those early beats in the early years, they all came from one Crater Records, and it was a Crater Records that his girlfriend, Mr. Laney, the guy he mentions on Never Let You Down, with
Right,
Jay-Z,
right.
I'm gonna marry your daughter.
Yeah, and he was, and then he died.
My
or
girl's
something.
dad passed
Yeah.
away while
The girl he dated before Amber Rose.
yeah, a crate of his
Exactly.
records was given to Kanye. I don't know if it was by him or like through death or whatever, but most of those early beats were made off samples off records in that singular crate. Much like Muggs, DJ Muggs, the first Cypress Hill album was all sampled off one crate.
Okay.
But
But that does that.
so he never went and picked for these soul songs.
Okay.
He had a crate of records and he used what he had at
Okay.
his disposal and killed this shit. His dad's girlfriend had very deep taste in like soul music and shit.
Right.
So that's why around graduation his style changes a lot because that's him kind of. But if you also notice from that point forward, a lot of tracks stopped being produced by Kanye West and produced by a group of people. And
Yeah.
that's why Kanye West is not a genius. He's a great soul producer. He's great with working with the tools you give him if you give him tools.
Right,
But he's not a crate digger to me. He's not
Man.
somebody who, and when he didn't have his own sound anymore because of what was at his disposal instead
Right.
of getting creative, he signed on a bunch of people to help be his creativity.
Yeah,
But that's
a lot
the
of
thing,
people,
okay, but-
sci-fi, a whole bunch of guys.
Do you think that Dr. Dre, for example,
Same situation.
produces all his own shit because
Very
he brings
similar.
in session players?
Yeah.
And he's regarded
But
as
even like two
the
tracks,
greatest producer of all time.
two tracks that really look at defining Dre's new sound from after NWA and even after like the Chronic into the new sound that kind of
Wasn't that
became
Melly
2001
Melman?
sound?
Whatever his name
Well,
is?
no, I was gonna say Sam Snead,
Yeah.
who produced the second K solo record, like
Yeah.
I Can't Hold It
Yeah.
Back and shit. But he produced Keep Your Heads Ringing and
Yeah.
Natural Born Killers, and those two beats are kind of like the transition of Dre from the Chronic sound
Yeah,
to
to that.
what eventually became the Aftermath sound.
Yeah.
And they're very dope beats, but that's where Dre really started working with other producers
Right.
as well. So Sam Snead is kind of like the evolvation of Dre's sound, like those like epic
Okay.
kind of switch over. In my eyes,
Not
as
talking
looking
about
back,
Kanye as a producer.
isn't even
though.
him. So
As an
Dre and
artist.
Kanye would be similar.
Like,
As an artist, as an overall
Except Dre
artist.
was a digger though.
Overall
Okay,
sound,
Dre produced
overall
for
sound.
years.
Let's take Dre out of this.
Overall
Let's take Dre
sound,
out of this.
overall
As
sound.
an overall artist, what he has accomplished, would you say Kanye West is a legend?
I'd say he's a
He's
legend.
a legend.
I'd definitely say he's a legend.
I would say he's not necessarily there where Mike and Prince are, and that's just
Nowhere
because he
close.
believes a little bit too much into his own grandiose. But I would say that he most definitely he might in the future have, he had potential to be something very special, specifically to the average black man. Now, what happened is, I think to the average dude who not selling dope. I haven't been to prison.
What? I'm gonna just say this.
Let me say.
Go ahead.
He laid the architecture down for Drake to be able to come out
That's
and
facts.
say,
That's facts.
I don't have a criminal record,
But I
but
can
you're
do
still
this.
gonna put respect on my name. I don't have to sell dope, but you still
Yeah.
gonna put I don't have to be a baller, but you still gonna put
Yeah.
respect on my name.
But-
I could just be the average dude who I like polo and whatnot. But again, he got too into the Yves Saint Laurent, too into the, you know what I'm saying, too into the champagne, too into the
You
Henny.
think Kanye boycotts Gucci?
Who knows?
If it boosts his sales, fuck yeah. If it doesn't, he keeps quiet and doesn't say shit. My mama's
Which
a
he hasn't done
motherfucking
so
word.
far.
Exactly. So it depends on, is it gonna help the public image of his family? Is it gonna help the public image of
but
him? And is it gonna boost his sales? Because if it ain't, he ain't even gonna get
If you're
involved
gonna
with
make
it
a
because
whole album
hold
where you
on.
name yourself after Jesus Christ and the whole thing is you
I
ranting
get
like
that.
Eminem on Kamikaze,
I
but
get
about
that.
not being in the fashion industry.
I
Once
get
you get
that.
in there and make clout, I don't think
He's backed into a
I don't think
corner.
you're burning bridges.
He's
with
backed
Gucci.
into a corner. He's married to a woman who has more fashion power than any other woman in the world. Not
You
named,
think those
not named
girls in that house are
Versace.
letting him burn a bridge with
This
Gucci?
is
You crazy?
what I'm saying. He's backed into a corner. So as much as he would want to shit on Gucci, when your wife's last name is Kardashian, that is the highest power in the fashion world, not named Versace.
Well,
Here's another
So
question
if he
I have to
shits on
ask.
Gucci and they're getting paychecks from Gucci, it fucks with the family's
Yeah.
money. Kanye's backed into a corner
Here's
for
something.
certain political things with that fucking family. And I don't see them ever divorcing because it makes more sense for them to always be tied together politically for what they will accomplish than for them to ever split. It will fuck their money up to split in a way, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But
they could be billionaires married. They could be millionaires if they divorce. You know what I'm saying? Well, Kanye at least, but that's my opinion.
I have to ask a question.
Yes, sir.
Now, I know Kanye West represents a lot, even to me, who's someone who's like socially aware and stuff. His old music meant a lot to me.
That's what I'm saying.
But
he
now to
had
the black
potential.
community and stuff, I
There's
think
certain people in the black
Right.
community.
exactly,
Not everybody.
exactly. But to certain people,
That's why they're pissed
I
off.
feel
I
you
think
when
he
they can.
means-
I get where he's coming at when they can. So I was coming
every
when they
more.
can right now.
He means even more than what he does to me because of what else he represents.
What he pretended to represent.
And that's the point I was just gonna get at.
He's got a
to
lot of-
almost contradict what you're saying.
Yeah.
Did Kanye really ever stand for that shit? Like Jesus Walks was written by Rhymefest. Like think about these classic songs where Kanye has a political message. Once he got dudes like Consequence and GLC and fucking
He got
Rhymefest
isolated.
run around him, he stopped making songs like that.
He got
Like
isolated.
was Kanye ever
Yes.
socially aware?
Yes.
Was he though?
Yes.
Or
I
did
think to his
people
mother,
write him
yeah.
socially aware
I think-
songs?
I think what happened. No.
And he just went with them and it built this image. Think about it. Graduation, there's not a fucking socially aware song on there.
I think at some point in time, he got so into his own hype and isolated and
He's never
surrounded
been his own
himself.
artist.
No, I think
Artists
he
do
was. I think
change
he
when they
was.
become popular. That's
He's
the
never
thing.
been. He's never been his
I think
own artist.
he accomplished. Okay, let me put it this way. I remember an interview with Common. I'm someone who believes very much in speaking things into existence. I believe in The Alchemist. That's my favorite book of all time. Shout
I
out
know
to my brother
exactly where you're
Jamal.
going with. Kanye's always had the same attitude.
So no, let me hear me
He's
out, hear me
always
out.
said he's going to be the best. He's going to be huge.
Right. So Common said
Well,
in
was
an
he into
interview
existence?
that
Was he
Kanye
ever
was the
the
only
best?
dude who's able to speak himself into existence. Now, what happens is if you, for example, if you're not grounded when you're speaking certain things into existence, you can speak something to an existence that happens, but it fucks you up. I want $1 billion. Okay. But what's your plan with that $1 billion other than just to fuck around, be a dick, sniff coke, go fuck all? You know, you're gonna divorce your wife. You're gonna lose your kids
for $1 billion.
You see what
Shout
I'm saying?
out to anybody who sells billions of dollars worth of
if
coke.
you said I want $1 billion,
Basically,
but I want to invest it, I want to invest in the future, I want to invest in my community. You have a sound plan behind that wish. When you go to the genie and rub that lamp and wish for it, you got a sound base. You're gonna be a little bit better off. Now, when this guy was accomplishing his dreams, he's going through some things that changed him, i.e. losing your mother, i.e. losing your label, i.e.
This is talking from a creative standpoint, though.
Right.
Kanye ever care about shit?
Yes.
Have you ever seen an interview of him from his come up where he's like, man, I think it's fucked up what they doing here in Chicago. I think it's fucked up. Never. He doesn't ever talk about this shit. The only thing he's ever talked about is himself.
I feel you. I feel you.
And those songs, he didn't write most of the shit. Other people around him were writing shit. When certain people left his circle, the special content in his music about social awareness also disappeared. Is it not so impossible to believe that Kanye West has never been this fucking messiah we wanted him to be?
No. Let me ask you something.
Ever.
When you hear Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen, are you tripping because Freddie Mercury didn't write all those lyrics?
No, it's not that.
No, but the thing is,
emotion into it, right?
What did we ever? Okay, Bono from U2.
Right.
He could have made a whole career off of singing songs about raping women, but the person that he is, you would still be like, that man is like, you know what I mean? Because he does so much with his money and shit. And he's like, you know what I mean?
This is the thing.
Someone like Kanye.
I agree. That's what I'm saying.
Like, he stands for something, even though in his music there is social awareness. That what I'm trying to say is you cut the social awareness from Bono's music, and you would be like, this isn't a socially aware person because of all the stuff he does on the side.
I get that. And what
Kanye has never done anything on the side to make you think he's socially aware. The only thing has been through the music. It's like the fucking opposite effect.
I feel you.
So and if you're not writing the music, that's what I'm trying to say.
He's been a living contradiction.
Like, I'm not saying because people don't write their music, you can't look at them certain ways and stuff, but Kanye has never been a person. Like, Jay-Z shows more social awareness conscious and raps about it a lot less. You know what I mean? And he writes his own lyrics.
Yeah.
Kanye never wrote any of those lyrics.
And this was a disappointment in him supporting Trump. This is what I was going to get at.
Him supporting Trump.
A lot of people
are blown away because they hold Kanye to the image of the artist. But Kanye,
but he never was that artist. When Ryan Fest
was writing Jesus Walks, do you think particularly Kanye was sitting over his shoulder like, now say this? No, man, Ryan Fest was probably writing it and he gave it to him and he's like, this is dope. You know what I mean? Just like Drake with 10 bands, that one verse. Drake did his own verse on it, but the one verse he hardly changed. Like,
well, this is what
a lot of people when they hire ghosts, they're not sitting there and rewriting.
This is what I'm saying.
They take what they get.
At some point in time, as an artist, Kanye went over the crest of, oh shit, dude, you went diamond. Oh shit, maybe not diamond on one album, but oh shit, bro, you sold 10. Oh shit, you sold 20. Oh shit, bro, hold on. Hear me out. Oh shit, bro, you sold 50 million motherfucking records. Keep these scrubs out of your life. We're gonna get these people in your life who are gonna make you exponentially more money than what you're making right now. He got isolated. He got isolated from the people who were real, who could look at him and say, Kanye, that's fucked up. Right. That's what I'm saying. So what Kanye was to what Kanye is now, he got isolated. He got isolated from the people who could keep him grounded and give him a book and say, that's
all
the
that
truth
stuff you're
right
talking
there.
about too, though. Yeah. You know, a lot of that is once again it's circumstantial stuff. Like, the thing is, a lot of these dudes who were conscious, your Talibs and Mos Defs, none of them were really boys with Kanye.
Yeah, no, they were.
They were absolutely. They did a tour together, and they were cool.
No, they were cool from. They were cool from.
And the thing is, Talib was
OKPlayer.com and shit.
When Kanye was doing his.
If someone's your man,
Talib,
and you guys are cool like that, you're not going on fucking Drink Champs and saying, I think this is what his mental issue is.
Of course,
you're not making.
But that's what he goes back to. What he's saying about
him being isolated, bro.
That's the thing.
You got boys. You got boys
none
who
of these
get
dudes,
fucked
though,
up,
the
right?
guys we're talking about who are socially conscious, who Kanye wrote in on, the Roots and all these different groups and stuff and people who kind of gave him that backpack conscious look.
Right.
None of them are really his like boys.
Dilated peoples and shit.
They're not like his fucking, you know what I mean? Like
Well,
your
who is his
GLC, your
boys?
No, they're
Chicago
boys.
dudes. You know what I mean?
But they're from different
that's what
cities.
I'm
Of course, they're not gonna
saying,
be
though.
I
boys.
know, but
They're
this is what I'm
industry
trying to
boys.
say.
They're
industry boys.
Right.
So that doesn't necessarily mean like, yo, we clicked and got together because we both are on this politically awareness tip. Like Kanye was just producing beats. Like, he produced Mad Rapper's album. The Mad Rapper wasn't conscious.
No, I feel you.
You know what I mean? Because he
I feel
produced
you.
a guy's album, it doesn't
But
matter
this
if the
is
guy's
what I'm
conscious or
trying.
not.
But what I'm trying to
That's
say.
two separate things. Like,
And just
we can
because
say
you
this
get
thing.
down with dudes who are
but
conscious
what I'm
doesn't
saying
mean
is,
you're
no, It's not
conscious.
that serious. It's not about being conscious or not. At the end of the day,
It's just an example I'm trying
at
to
the
say.
end of the day, Kanye is not who he pretended to be.
I don't think he.
I won't even say
Simple,
that.
and this is
I
why
won't
a
even
lot of
say
people are
that.
disappointed when he's
But
supposed
did
to
he
drop.
ever pretend to be the person?
No, he pretended to be who
Did
he
he
was.
really
You can hear it in
pretend
his
to be-
music. I heard it in his music.
But the people were right.
You're not.
Listen.
Exactly, but you're repeating. This
Hold
thing.
up.
You're
hold up.
choosing
Okay.
to.
Hold up.
You can
Yes,
easily
yes.
say, you know
You're
what?
right, you're right,
I don't
you're
want. I don't want
right.
to
Hold
call
on.
that. But
all this shit
shit.
aside,
Right?
So you are pretending.
Yeah, and that's cool.
Because even if you don't give a fuck about
Because
it,
even
you're
when he
like,
put
yeah,
out when he
still.
put out the Black Skinheads joint, I was laughing. I know certain people that were like the same supporters you're
Yeah.
talking about that are those guys who go, oh man, this is so revolutionary, and I'm like, this is fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
No, I feel you.
Because
That-
Charlamagne
yeah,
said
Jesus
the best.
was a
I'm
fucked
fake
up album.
revolutionary for profit.
Yeah,
Jesus was
and
a
they ain't
fucked up
wrong with it.
album.
He did what he did.
Listen though,
But
I
don't
will
fuck
say
him up
this.
like that.
I will say this. There's a point where you can easily look, if you take the blinders off, and you can look at Kanye, and you can be like, when he walked up on the stage when Taylor Swift did her thing, and you can say, God damn, Hennessy and cocaine are a hell of a fucking drug. The man walked up with a fucking Hennessy bottle in his hand.
I've been on cocaine mad times, and I don't think I would ever. That's not an excuse
Yeah.
to do dumb shit.
No, of course not. But again,
When you're
he's-
getting the best
he's in Hollywood.
Colombian fucking cocaine,
He's in
that's an
Hollywood, but
excuse
it's
to
a
do a
different
lot of
level.
dumb shit.
It's a different level.
Right? He
He's
got
on a different
isolated.
The
level.
better
of
the
anything.
coke, the better you feel. Like, if anything, you're gonna get some street
I never
tracks
tried
that's gonna
coke,
make
so
you
I
lose
don't
your
know.
mind.
He's getting Colombian fucking uncut,
Coke literally
Peruvian
just
fucking
exists.
coke, fish scale, whatever. the
Cocaine literally just exhilarates your current self.
and that's what made
It's like
him walk up
caffeine
and do
times
that
100.
shit.
But it also affects everyone differently.
Listen, this is what I will say about
Everything he does, right? So
two things I will say about Kanye. There's two artists that he has tried to get his swag from. One, he's got his emotional swag from, and one he tries to emulate as far as the cool, but he cannot be that dude no matter how
Yeah.
coked out he is. And that is Kid Cudi with the emotions,
And Hov?
and that is Jay-Z with the coolness.
Yeah. Do you think
And he
Jay-Z
can never
does coke?
be, no. And that's what fucks a lot of people up. They look at this dude and be like, how can this dude be the coolest, coldest, most just fucking methodical motherfucker in the room, and he's just on vodka? Jay-Z don't do coke. He sells that
He
shit and
hardly
makes
even
money.
drinks vodka. He
Now
hardly
Jay-Z,
drinks.
I think Jay-Z drinks like a fucking fish, and he has it well. But I think that's someone Kanye's like, I want to be that motherfucker. And Kanye's always wanted to be that dude, but he's not
What's your claim
Jay-Z.
that Kanye does coke though? Because
I-
I don't take him as a coke.
Just his attitude from being this really humble, meek, scared
He was
dude.
never humble.
He was.
no, he never
No,
really was.
his
No, he never was,
music
man.
was written by people who were humble.
If you
but he
look
was
at-
never humble.
If you look
Yeah.
at him from Through the
If people
Wire,
could say before the first
No,
album
yeah,
came
not
out, he
true.
was
Listen,
standing in a
listen,
room
Through
saying
the
he's
Wire,
the best.
yes, is very
as an
humble.
artist,
But not as a person.
as an artist, you can tell just by the songs he was making from
But as
Through
a
the
person,
Wire
he wasn't.
to the Diamonds Are Forever remix.
Yeah.
That's the jump off point. From the moment he made Through the Wire, you're like, yo,
No,
this
but
guy is the
Dustin,
savior
for
of
you
underground
to
hip hop
tell me
to Diamonds Are
somebody-
Forever. You're like, God
For
damn,
you
this
to
guy changed.
Tell me somebody.
That's
was
when the change
humble.
happened.
You can't use examples of songs that they didn't
Yeah.
write.
Man,
You have to show me
I was a
somebody's humble
Kanye
by their
fanatic
public
at that point.
image.
As a
I was a
person,
Kanye
As a person,
he
though.
wasn't. As a person, he wasn't.
Show me an
Public
interview
persona.
from his past where he's a humble
Public
guy.
persona. Go look at the
Public
art of hip hop.
persona.
Go look at the art of hip hop and what he's talking about, writing his rhymes and whatnot in that DVD alone. Go look at any of his interviews when he was just getting signed to rock and how
You're talking about when he
authentically
was-
I
happy
saw his first
he was.
interview with MTV, and it even shows like the B-roll footage,
Yeah, wasn't
like the
arrogant
footage
motherfucker.
before they're rolling. And Kanye's like, "Yeah, you know, I might fuck it up, but like, just like, you know,
Yeah,
stay
I get
tight
that, I
with
get
it
that.
before
He
they
had
start
more
filming."
confidence than Drake.
But he
There was a
still,
difference
like, he
between-
still said shit like, "I'm gonna
Listen.
be the best," or "I'm gonna be like." He
I-
always had that confidence.
Listen,
He was never a humble
as
dude,
somebody,
in my opinion.
as somebody, you're saying like, I'm not gonna say like I'm a street dude, but I grew up in the streets. I could tell when someone goes from rocking jerseys and rocking Ralph Lauren to rocking Yves Saint Laurent. There's a fucking difference in your life.
Yeah,
You go
a
from
paycheck amount.
No, it's called I smoke weed to I'm sniffing that blow and I'm trying to be on this level.
No.
I upgraded my shit. I only wear Yves Saint Laurent boxers. I don't rock polo no more. That's the change.
Disagree with you.
That's
the
when you
change
change.
is when you start sniffing coke and doing that shit in your life. You got less money to spend on clothes and shit.
Nah,
that's when you start rocking the Echo.
no,
You start rocking the Echo instead of
It
the
depends
Gucci.
how much money you actually
He was
have.
making more
He's,
money.
yeah,
He crested.
He's not on our level.
He crested,
where
bro.
that's like basic shit.
But it's like
That's
like,
where the change
and
was,
a
bro.
lot of times, a lot of people that go from weed to coke,
Has
that are where
anyone
he's
ever
from.
made note publicly that Kanye West does cocaine? Or is this just an assumption you have?
I'm
I'm
pretty
very
sure.
against assuming people do drugs. Like even when I see a crackhead on the street,
Yeah.
I don't want to assume.
I don't assume
even
they're
though
a
you know it's a
crackhead.
crackhead.
I get mad at friends sometimes. They're like, "Look at that fucking crackhead." I'm like, "Well, you don't know the crackhead.
They can
Maybe
be
they
meth-
lost their
meth
house
head.
last week." You know what I mean?
But
I
still,
get
yeah,
that.
I feel you,
Yeah.
I feel you.
You gotta see marks in the arms. And, see
You
him literally
want
with
an
a pipe or
evidence, you
something.
want an evidence.
Be like, okay.
But if you know it's a crackhead, it's
you're
a
an addict.
crackhead.
I'm going based off of
So I'm
a
not assuming
change.
Kanye does coke.
I'm going based off of a change in swag.
That's an
confidence.
egotistical person who had to be humble because of their position.
Yeah, but
No
I'm going
longer
off
has to be humble
someone.
anymore.
I'm
Yeah.
going off someone upgrading their egotisticalness. I'm
Yeah.
going for someone who went from
He's
10
narcissistic.
to fucking
He's
15.
egotistical.
You know what I'm saying? I want.
Well, fame will do that to you. Fame will do that
As
to a
with
normal
cocaine.
person.
Listen, I see.
Come on, that doesn't mean he's on
hold
cocaine.
Listen. I'm gonna put it down like this. I saw my dude. I got a friend. You know what I'm saying? When we were in high school, we were like best friends. He never got nutty. He couldn't talk to women. I remember one night he just decided, you know what? I'm gonna do a little blow. We're chilling at a house party. I watched this guy going from being like the guy who couldn't talk to a woman to being the coolest motherfucker in the room. And I'm like, who the fuck is this
That's
dude
what- that's
right
what
now?
judging alcohol
Because
would
that's
do.
what.
See, coke doesn't do that to me. What it does to me is I don't really want to talk to people.
Well,
I can sit there and focus and work on shit for like 10 hours. It's like an Adderall type of thing. Like
And I'm pretty sure Kanye has said, and let Ye do the Ye. I'm pretty sure he has a line about Ye doing Ye somewhere along the line. I'm like, what the fuck? He just kind of like, you know what I'm saying?
No,
Talk
but
about
do you know
doing
what?
Ye,
Now that you
so-
say it, this line makes more sense because I was like, why is Kanye talking hustling shit? White coke on the scale made a stripe like a
Because it was
zebra.
probably written by
I
Pusha
call
T,
that
but
jungle fever.
It was probably a line
Don't
written by
stop the
Pusha T.
threesome, just roll the weed up until I get me some. That's the same verse with the sunglasses and Advil.
Right.
Yo, Kanye definitely, whoever was writing that verse with Kanye was doing coke the night before. Shout out to whoever wrote that verse for Kanye, or if it was Kanye himself. Kanye
I'm
West
telling
might
you,
do
bro.
coke.
I'm telling
He
you.
might.
Listen, I don't know when he
Only
started.
because he says
but
that.
the moment I was 100% sure, and my assumption is from
You
the
have
time
no
that
surety.
the Diamonds Are Forever remix came out as a switch in Kanye, but
Was he like, the
The
only
moment-
diamonds I sniff be in dime bags?
when he got up on stage and said, listen, Tyler Swift is good, but Beyonce put out this and that, I was like,
Taylor
listen,
Swift.
he's
You keep
Tyler
calling him
Swift,
Tyler.
Taylor, whatever,
Mike
man.
Stanley,
The
Tyler,
bad blood bitch.
Tyler Swift.
The bad blood chick, she's cute in the face, but
Dustin
ain't got no
Whitehouse.
fucking booty, alright? That chick, when he got up on stage and did that, I was like, oh, he was fucking blowed out of his mind.
Yeah, maybe.
Straight up. The
Maybe.
only, like, one of the few
Maybe he
rappers
just
I think who
doesn't care about
doesn't
white
do
people.
blow is Drake. I think Drake doesn't do a lot of drugs. You know what I'm saying? I think Future doesn't
Well, he
do a
does
lot of
now.
drugs. I think Jay doesn't do a lot of drugs. But most of these guys, like Wayne and all those guys were on fucking coke like a motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug, you know.
No, but
You
Wayne,
admitted it so
Wayne
much.
Wayne is literally fucking.
I've never tried, so.
From lean, Wayne is fucked. He's
Yeah.
almost died a number of times.
Oh, man,
he's
don't fuck your shit
what's it
up.
called when you have seizures regularly? Epileptic. He's epileptic now from
Listen,
lean. So
lean
they can't blame
is
cocaine for that
heroin
shit.
light.
Like calling everybody cocaine ain't
Lean
even
is
fair.
no. Listen. Cocaine.
That's like being like, oh, Kurt Cobain shot his brains out because he was a
Cocaine will
cokehead.
give
No,
you
he was
a heart
heroin
attack.
addict.
Cocaine will
There's
give you a
deep
heart
difference.
attack. Heroin will turn you into a dirty ass, grimy ass, grungy ass motherfucker.
Cocaine will turn you into that too.
If you don't have the money to afford it.
Exactly.
But heroin, you don't care about your hygiene when you're on heroin. Cocaine, you can be like, yeah, I'm gonna sniff this line and go deal with this model on Instagram or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a money drug. You celebrate money when you have cocaine.
No, you
heroin,
don't.
you give away all
It's just
your,
like a booze.
your ambitions.
It all
You're like,
depends
I'm out of this
your
shit.
introduction to a
You
certain
understand what I'm
drugs
saying?
too, right? A
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
people's introduction to
Absolutely.
drugs.
My
Yeah.
introduction to it was kind of like what you're saying. But after like 15 plus years of, doing
I'm with James,
on and
bitch.
off at different times and, just being a drug connoisseur, as I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, cocaine's not like that. Like, once you learn the drug for what the drug
It's a party
is,
drug.
and not the fucking
It's a
view
party
people
drug.
have of it and what it's passed on to
It
you
is
as.
what it is. It's a party drug.
No,
It's
to be honest
it's a
with
party
you, it's
favorite.
not really a party drug. Like, people think I'm nuts because I say cocaine is a drug that's best done for people that have serious hobbies, artistic interests, or
It's like Adderall.
kind of like an Adderall to a sense, or like people who are very mentally.
Fucking Sherlock Holmes was on all types of drugs. Like, if you
like-
watch Sherlock Holmes, the show
If
with
you're
Benedict Cumberbatch.
scatterbrained, and people who need to complete tasks who are scatterbrained, that's what cocaine is. It
All right. Do you watch
perks you to do
Sherlock with Benedict Cumberbatch, aka Dr. fucking
Nah.
Strange? He does all types of fucking drugs on that show, from cocaine to opium to whatever. Like, drugs are drugs.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily against them. Me personally,
But there's
I'm
a
a control freak, so I only like marijuana because it calms me down at the end of the fucking day. I
Yeah.
can't smoke weed and go to work because I'm gonna want to smoke
See,
weed
what I
for the
need
rest
is
of
the
the fucking
opposite.
day.
I'm
and I
already
can't.
like laid back and shit, so I
Nah,
need
I
stuff
just-
that
I
would
can
kick
calm
me more
down.
emotion. Be like,
When I
"Woo!"
was young, I used to think uppers would be the drugs that people would want to do. But
Yeah.
as I became an adult, I'm like, what the fuck would I want uppers? I want just settle
So
down
that
a
means
little
you
bit.
would be more likely to do heroin or lean than to do cocaine.
More than likely,
Or crack.
but I stay
Or
the
crystal
fuck
meth.
away from that shit.
See, like I would much rather smoke
crystal meth?
than drink a
Hell
cup of
no.
lean.
Hell no.
Oh,
but I'm gonna be honest
yo,
with
meth
you.
is lit.
I've been around people who have done every
Never
type
do
of
meth
fucking drug.
and then the next day be like, I'm gonna do meth. Like, that's the thing with certain drugs, you already know the risk levelability to them,
Yeah.
so you don't allow yourself to hit to that limit. You know
I
what
liked
I mean?
MDMA. I loved MDMA.
But that's not when you
but
really get hooked on like that.
I got out of MDMA. Like, I did it for like maybe 2 years, and I was like, all right, I'm done.
Do you know
Because
what
for
was
the next
better?
week after MDMA, you felt like shit.
See,
but I
and that's the
fucking
problem with
loved.
MDMA.
You take an MDMA,
Do
you
you know what
go
I'll
to
tell
the
you?
club, you're like, oh my god, this is the best night of my fucking life.
I will tell you one better. Ecstasy.
Yeah.
When I was
Once or
coming up,
twice?
when I was I used to hustle ecstasy in high school. So I used
I
to
bet you did.
Yeah, I went through mad pills for like a year and a half. It was crazy.
I bet you fucking did.
So, but that was the golden day of MDMA to me because personally,
Oh, dude, I was getting pure off
I
the crystal.
loved ecstasy.
Yeah.
MDMA was too much. It's like someone who smokes outdoor weed, a hippie from the 70s when you give them kush.
Oh, taking hydro.
they're
Oh,
like,
shit.
"Oh,
Okay.
man."
I get it.
That's what like MDMA is to
Yeah.
ecstasy. Like ecstasy was the thing.
All right, so the first
'Cause
time I took.
you could pop 2.
Yeah.
You'd be chilling. You start to feel good after a bit,
Yeah.
right? You could even crush one up, rail it. 3 after like
Oh,
4
I fucking
hours.
hate railing
And
anything. I railed
you're
MDMA
going cool.
once.
You're going
and
cool,
it
whatever,
fucking
right? You're
sucked.
going cool. And then,
Trip.
give it a few hours. Then you pop one more.
Hey.
Boom, you're golden for the night, and you reach this high that's phenomenal. MDMA, you grab that shit, you're like, oh, is this too little or is this too much? You put it in
Alright,
a fucking
hold on.
zigzag, wrap it, pop it, you're waiting for it to kick in, do a little more. You either do too much or the shit sucks and you don't get enough. It's like this fucking balance of
Hold on. Let me
questionability.
interject quick. So that drip too hard shit. Basically, I just got it now because I said, like, talked about railing MDMA. I railed it once and I fucking hate it. That's the first time and only time I've ever felt the drip, quote unquote. No, sorry, second.
Oh,
Because I
MDMA
tried
drips are
Special
nasty.
K. I tried Special K once in my life and I had to
Oh,
drip. But that's
Special
what that
K's
song
nasty.
is, drip too hard. Dude's talking about doing a little too much fucking yay. He's got that drip because he's
No,
got
it's
that
not,
yay
'cause
high.
it's the swag.
Nah,
It's
it's
drip too
that
hard.
fucking Coke swag,
No, they're
bro.
dripping too hard.
Coke swag.
No, it's not.
What would you be dripping? You'd be dripping
the
the back of your
swag.
throat. No.
That's like
you'd
saying
be
swagger
dripping-
like us is about sniffing coke. No one on the corner got swagger like us. Like what? Got more cocaine than they
As
sniffing
somebody-
than us?
as
like
somebody-
you're creating a definition.
As
Nah.
somebody who partakes
Drip
in
is the
the
thing.
Colombian
Their album's
flower.
called like Drip or Die. Everything's about drip. It's
As
like
somebody-
wavy.
as somebody
like
who
saying 'cause
partakes
someone
in-
says they're wavy, that means
Hold
they're
on,
high on
Let me
drugs.
ask you something.
Nah, man.
Let me ask you
Well, technically,
something.
yes, and technically, no.
As
Nah,
somebody,
man.
as somebody who partakes in the Colombian national plant, would you not say when you are at your swaggiest, you are dripping in the back of your throat a little
Fuck
too
no.
motherfucking? Get the fuck out of
I am
here!
the
homie.
swaggiest when I am fucking drunk. That's when I can talk to anybody, fucking glow, do my thing, or
Either
stone
way,
cold sober.
it could be a metaphor for
It's
being.
one of the
it
two
could be a
things.
metaphor for being blown
Nah,
up. That
man.
fucking-
No, the only metaphor
Nah,
for
that's
being
easy
blown.
good,
No,
man.
man.
It easily could be a metaphor. Drip too
man.
hard could be a metaphor for
Anything
getting
could be a
gone
metaphor
off
for
that
anything.
fucking
See,
coke.
somebody who hasn't regularly done cocaine would say something stupid like that.
I probably would, but whenever I heard
Nah.
anyone saying I got that drip, they were having a great
Yeah,
motherfucking
fam, just
time.
spend a month doing coke and you'll
No.
understand.
If I spend a month doing coke, my life will be fucking
Social
ruined.
experiment time.
I am
Yeah,
not.
exactly.
I am not spending a
You
month.
mean a
doing-
month
Listen,
like every day?
I do not
Yeah.
need the motherfucking zits. I already get zits from
You
chocolate.
get zits from cocaine!
You get zits
No,
from
you
cocaine.
don't.
You get big
You
ass
got
zits
zits?
from
You got
cocaine.
No, you don't.
You
Maybe
got
from
no zits?
smoking
You
crack.
get zits from
What
cocaine.
is it at? You ain't got no zits?
Why do you think Lil Wayne said I
Have
hate
you ever
doing
seen a
cocaine?
zit on my face?
Why do you think Lil Wayne said I hate doing cocaine? Because he got fucking zits on his face.
Well,
Now,
but that's
aside
it.
from the zits on his
Everything's
face,
different.
Everything affects
people.
everybody differently.
aside from the zits on his
The
face,
shit that you
I don't
see
need the
people with
motherfucking
scabs on their
heart
face and
attack.
shit, fam.
Yeah,
that's like crystal
that's
meth
crystal
addicts
meth.
and shit.
That's the
People
fucking.
who do coke don't get fucking breakout and fucking sores like they
I
have
haven't really
fucking
seen it.
SARS and
I
shit.
have
I don't know, man.
Nah, man.
Oh man, we got some misconceptions
Listen.
and some myths to dispel.
Dustin,
I ain't doing
I challenge you to
Took.
do every drug on planet on Earth with me.
Nah. The only drugs that I haven't tried
Except
that I want to
heroin.
try. The only drugs that I
I
haven't
don't
tried
do
that
that.
I want to try DMT once,
I do too.
and I want to try I'll microdose acid. I'll try some acid.
Alright, I'll bring it.
I don't even want to say acid because acid sounds dirty, so I'll try a LSD.
It's LSD.
Right.
Still bad.
Other than LSD and
Yo,
other than
stop
acid,
me,
I'm good, man. I
Man.
don't need to do blow.
People like you piss me off.
I'm 30
Blow.
fucking 7.
Blow
I've
love
never
you.
done cocaine in my life. I'm fucking good. On top of that,
No, that's
unfortunately,
good.
hold on.
But-
Let me say this.
From
Let me say
somebody
this.
who has done a fair share of drugs, I'm telling you,
Let me
you
just
have
say
to
this,
stop
though.
making these fucked up
But
assumptions
let me
and stop
say
looking
this.
at drugs certain ways.
Let me say this as somebody.
Because everybody who doesn't do drugs looks at drugs like, oh, everything is crystal meth.
Hey, first of all, let me say this.
You get sores on your face and you
Let me-
get AIDS in your ass all of a sudden.
No. I ain't gonna see none of
Your
that
foot
shit.
falls
Now-
off and then you're sucking dick for quarters.
Listen.
Not even
I come
$200,
from-
just quarters.
No, bro. I come from a family that had a very bad cocaine addiction. So when I was 4, 5 years old,
Yeah.
I saw cocaine at its worst. I saw relatives, including, you know what I'm saying, including my pops, indulging in that shit. So when movies like New Jack City are coming out,
Yeah.
and I went from just seeing people railing, or not even necessarily railing, but seeing the after effects and understanding, like hearing the talk of
Yeah.
it, to moving to Mornell Court and seeing people smoking crack. You gotta understand, as a 37-year-old black man, I come from a generation that saw cocaine being the fucking devil.
Yeah.
Now, you might be 34, you might be 40, and it's looked at as like a luxury drug. But I come from a very specific demographic that when Kendrick says children in the crack and whatnot, like I am that kid. I saw the worst of it. I got a cousin that was born addicted to crack cocaine. You understand what I'm saying?
So
So
crack and cocaine are two different
it don't
things.
fucking matter because to
Right
me, it comes from the same shit.
Yeah.
So I always associate the
addictions are
one
much
with the
different.
other. So unless I'm making a lot of money and it's worth me putting my motherfucking time in the prison to make that money, I don't want to fuck with cocaine. And I never wanted to fuck with cocaine because as a 4, 5, 6, whatever year old, I associated that with the devil. You understand what's like? I just come
Yeah.
from that specific.
everyone's
I,
Well, it's the
introduction
same
to
reason
drugs
why
is
I won't
different.
touch heroin.
I come from when
Yeah.
My
crack
uncle
was
died from
named
heroin.
crack.
And it's been an issue.
Right. I come from when crack was called bass. Before it was even called crack, it was called
Yeah,
bass.
free bass.
Right.
Ready rock.
Right. So I come from that era where it's
Yeah.
like I ain't even touching cocaine. Fuck a line of cocaine because to me
But
the
see-
way it was marked, like they caught me. They caught my age group really hard when they did this whole dare shit. They caught us. They might not have caught the dudes younger or older, but they caught my generation by saying, yo, cocaine's a motherfucking devil. You understand what I'm saying?
But one thing I will
So
say
I smoke
too,
weed, but I ain't fucking with coke.
to
I just
break down into
I
the
can't
two
do it.
separations, right?
It might be like Coca-Cola. I might like it too much. I ain't fucking with it.
I will never touch heroin.
That's what's
But
up.
I
Because
will-
that's how they branded it in the 90s,
But
right?
best believe if I go to fucking Tibet or somewhere,
You
I'll
fuck
go to an
opium?
opium den. Fuck yeah, fam.
Like I said, everybody looks
That's
at drugs
what's
differently,
up.
man.
Fuck yeah.
Everybody looks
Opium
at drugs.
den? Get the fuck out of here.
I'm gonna be
course.
real.
What
The
am I
fir-
gonna shoot smack? Fuck no.
The first
'Cause I've
drug I
seen the
ever
repercussions
did-
of it, but it's an
Right.
advanced addiction too. If I go to an opium den and smoke some opium, I'm not gonna be coming like back to Canada like I need to find me some opium.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, you might. But the first drug I ever did was mushrooms. Before I even smoked weed, I got fucking so stoned off mushrooms. I was like, holy fuck, this is fucking trippy.
Mushrooms are nasty.
Honestly, I had a dad. Like my dad is real as fuck. My dad's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like we had a really good relationship. He's only 20 years older than me. So he told me about whether it was like LSD high, glue high. He told me some trippy shit about sniffing glue with his boy. Bro, he told me some shit about sniffing glue. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? So it was so real because my dad told me these stories. That I was just like, shit, I don't want to do drugs. Like I was straight edge until I was fucking 18. I didn't start smoking weed daily until I was 19.
Damn.
You understand what I'm saying? I didn't start drinking until I was 20. I smoked weed daily, but that's the only drug I really participated. Like I said, I liked MDMA for a good 2-3 years. But in all honesty, I've never sniffed blow. I tried Special K once. Mushrooms, I do mushrooms like once every 5 years, but I'm good. I don't like a lot of drugs. I don't like not being in control. And when I was about 5, hold on, check this out. When I was about 5, I lived with my dad. I lived with my aunt, my grandma, my cousins, and my uncle. My uncle was really heavy into blow. He had a cardiac heart arrest when he was 28 from coke. Now, mind you, he survived, went on to do his thing, but he died a couple years ago. Now, I don't know if it was because of fentanyl mixed with this or whatever. It was like, holy shit.
Oh, from cocaine.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? I had a couple other
friends. A big killer
I had a couple other friends who overdosed on some shit the last couple years, and I had one friend who was so fucking jacked. It was like, yo, bro, you're fucking massive. I had to go to his funeral last summer. That's fucked up. And I'm seeing guys I haven't seen in 10 years, you know what I'm saying? Or 5-6 years or whatever. I'm seeing these guys because my guy passed away. You know, I had a guy that I sat beside for 3 years straight at my old job, and he fucking, I guess he did some coke in his heart, just gave out the next morning. So for me, like, a lot of this shit is like, I ain't doing that shit, bro. You know what I mean? And it's not based off of, like, a scaredness or whatnot. It's just based off of, like, I've lost a lot of I lost a lot of people. I say motherfucker a lot, but I lost a lot of people just like, holy shit, I'm out, yo, what the fuck? Does it,
make your heart beat really fast or something? Like, was that why these people...
Yo, just collapse your heart, man. Fentanyl fucking shit up, but coke will make your heart beat real fast.
No, fentanyl will fuck you up.
But yeah, coke will...
One of my best friends just had a stroke because of his drug addiction.
You could have a heart attack off coke, bro.
He's been recovering for the last month and a half.
You could have a heart attack off coke. Because it's an upper, it's not a downer.
Yeah, I know, but it
increases your heart rate.
Unless I like freaking.
Unless
I took back like a gram to the dome.
Yeah.
Unless I took back like a gram to the dome in like a shorter part of an evening, my heart's never like, you know what I mean? Like it's pretty kind of.
It might if you get that really good uncut shit though. Listen, bro, let me put it to you this way. I remember when I was about 20, I had a few friends who really got into coke around 20. I had one guy, his parents left him an entire house. They left him the house. The mortgage was damn near fucking paid off. Like, he only had a year or two to pay. And it was like, bro, the house is yours. He was a manager at a Swiss chalet. Not the greatest thing, but at 20, that's fucking amazing. He owned a car. He made the decision of moving his coke dealer into his house. What do you think happened within 2 years? He was gone, bro. That house was gone. His job was gone. His car was gone. He moved up north, and I never heard from him again. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he just gave in to the fucking drugs. So I saw that shit, and it was like,
constant access.
What the fuck?
Will do that to you.
I've seen the same shit with alcohol.
The thing is, drugs aren't for people that have no willpower. Like, I'm not the type of person
That's
where,
what
like,
I'm saying, though.
I'm going to start selling shit to get high. When I have disposable money, I'm like, maybe I'll buy a gram here. That'll last me 4 different evenings. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not like I'm buying like a gram and like round it. And then like at 3 a.m, I'm like, oh fuck.
I need more.
Take out $100 of my rent money.
That's why I don't sell coke, because I don't want somebody fucking paging me or sending me a text at 3 a.m. like, yo, I need that shit. It's like, man, fuck off. Like, nah, man, I come on shit up 10 o'clock.
Like, heavily addictive,
I ain't fucking with you.
Myself and a lot of people I know who do cocaine never get that addicted. Like, I've never met anyone who's ruined their life, and I know a lot of people.
Rock stars.
Well, I know a lot of people who have done cocaine.
You've never hung out with rock stars, bro.
But I've never met someone who has ruined their life. where they've had to downgrade their house size or something. What I do know is I have friends who got into cocaine, who then next got into fucking fentanyl and into heroin and Oxycontins. Like I said, one of my best friends just had a stroke a month and a half ago. I hadn't talked to him in like 2 months. And I figure shit must be bad, because if I don't hear from him, then shit's usually bad.
Man.
Hadn't heard from him. One of my homies told me, I think he had a stroke.
Fuck, I'm sorry
And
to hear
then
that.
he messaged me 2 days ago. He's like, yo, when I got off the radio, he's like, Mal, what's good, bro?
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, what's good, my G? And he's like, oh, I had a stroke like a month and a half ago. I'm like,
Oh,
he's like,
how old is he?
Half of my body feels really fucked up, but I'm
How
getting a
old
little
is
better
he? Is he in
every
his
day."
30s or 20s?
He's a year younger than me.
So he's still in his 20s. Having a stroke in your 20s. Listen, if you're watching this right now,
But see,
or
it
if you're
wasn't
watching in the future,
cocaine that did it. It's
No.
Oxycontin.
Exactly.
Smoking
So
fentanyl.
listen.
Fucking,
Hold up. If you're watching this right now, or if you're watching this in a future episode, if you are in, it don't even matter what age you are. You're in your 20s. You should not be having a stroke. A fucking stroke is life debilitating, and that's what I'm saying. That's the side that I grew up on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not a street dude. I didn't grow up, you know what I'm saying, like pulling out guns on motherfuckers, but I grew up with guys who could pull up. So what I'm saying is I grew up around with these guys, and that shit scared the shit out of me, bro.
But
that's why, for the most part, like I said, I was, for the most part, very straight edge until almost my damn 20s, because that shit scares the fucking shit out of me. A stroke in your 20s? A stroke, homie.
Mm-hmm.
You're not supposed to have strokes rest in peace, Nate Dogg. You're not even supposed to have strokes in general.
But I'm also
until
not
you're
going to
into
do
your 60s, right?
Oxycontin or smoke fentanyl.
You don't know that,
But
though.
I will do cocaine.
You don't know that, though.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Like,
here's the thing, though.
Everything is different.
You don't know that you can do. Let's say tomorrow you walk outside, you slip, you snap your foot, your femur in 3 different ways. They give you Demerol. The Demerol ain't working. You got to step your shit up to Oxycontins.
Yeah,
Next thing you know, you're hooked on that shit. No. The way they prescribe this shit.
I know how they prescribe it. I know the epidemic. I know all about that, because I know people who've got addict that way as well too.
Right.
But
this shit's fucked
I
up.
like uppers. I don't like downers. That's why I don't even smoke weed every day anymore.
Got
you know what I mean? Like, I used to smoke weed every day
together.
religiously for 13 years. I was smoking a quarter a day at least. When I sold weed,
that's a lot of
I was
weed,
selling
bro.
more than that. I mean, smoking more than that when I sold
That's why I don't
weed.
wake and bake, because I ain't trying to smoke a quarter a fucking day.
Half quarter to a quarter, depending how broke I was.
A-
When I was hustling
a dime
weed,
to a deuce a day.
quarter a day easy. But,
Jesus.
like, if not more. And that was for like 10 of the 13 years.
Fuck.
I was hustling. And then after that, when I moved to Toronto and I decided to stop selling, it's dead. Then I didn't. I had to buy my weed. So then it went to like a half quarter a day. But like, yeah, man. The thing is, I learned to adapt and be productive when I was high all the time. because I
So
was
you went to
high.
uppers.
But once I quit smoking weed, I was like,
Yeah.
yo, like, kind of bun this. Like, I don't.
Listen, I'm not
This
gonna
doesn't
lie.
do it for me.
I'm not gonna
Then
lie.
when I did a line of coke, I was like,
I'm not gonna lie.
this is more beneficial.
There's some nights where like I'll smoke a thing, come up and like, let me just lie down for 2 fucking minutes.
And then
That
you're
too, yeah, I hate it. I'm like,
Yep.
fuck, that was a whole fucking night.
I know.
Gone.
I got
But-
sick wasting nights as
But
well.
I like my marijuana.
See, I can't even if I'm smoking weed, I can't even sit on the couch because then it's game over. If I stay at my computer the whole night and I can keep drinking coffees enough to combat like my highness, to like where my body's like, go sit on the couch, and then like a little bit of jolt of coffee energy comes, it's like, you ain't sitting on the couch, and I let my inner demons
long as I do
fight,
something, I'm good.
I can work on shit.
As long as I do something, as long as I move, I'm good. But the moment I stop, I'm like, let me just rest my head for a minute.
Over.
It's done. I wake up at like 2 a.m. and I'm like, God damn, I gotta take my contacts out. What the fuck happened? But as long as I move,
And that's why I could never get hooked on Oxycontin.
Nah.
Even if I got prescribed. Because I wouldn't like that feeling.
Yeah,
I don't even know the feeling. Maybe I would like it, but I wouldn't like how non-productive I am. I'd wake up the next day and not like it.
Yeah.
See, I could freaking do coke or ecstasy or MDMA or Adderall.
Yeah.
Only sleep for 2 hours because I was up all night.
I'm too
Wake up
old
the
for
next
that
day.
shit.
But then when I looked at what I accomplished the night before, I'd be like, it's worth being tired today.
The only like out of those ones you mentioned that I would try, I'd fuck with Adderall, and that's just
Adderall's
honestly.
the bomb.
Here's what would happen if I fuck with Adderall. I'd write an entire script in like 2 days. And that's the only
Something
reason
like that.
someone gave me like a couple Adderall pills, because I was like, yo, dude, I got some scripts I need to write. And I don't know what the fuck happened. They vanished. Like, I don't know where they went.
Well, if you find them, holla at me.
But, no, if I find them, I'm gonna take them myself. I got some fucking writing, some
You have a
non-hip-hop
homie
writing
who
to
sells
do.
them?
I got homies who, you know what I'm saying, whatever, man, could connect some shit. I don't know if he still deals with it now, but I'm sure I could find another homie who does.
Yo,
but regardless,
the best way to end an
Adderall's the only
episode
one
of
I would
Turono
want to do
Talks.
is just because I got some scripts to write. The fucked up thing is, and I'm not even gonna lie, I wrote 6 episodes of a pilot show that was like really fucked up about 230 something dudes who were I called it
Can I start
Nickel and
it?
Diamond. No, I called it Nickel and Diamond. And after I saw Atlanta, like I wrote it a year before Atlanta came out, and I'm like, I can't even sell this to anybody because fucking Donald Glover took my whole idea, yo. Basically, it was like because it was so just like fucked up, based around just looseness of 2 guys who sell weed to fucking make the rent, and it was like it's so similar to Atlanta and just the whole dumbness of it. And just the whole like not episode to episode doesn't really connect, but it kind of does looseness. I was like, fuck, he fucked me here, bro. I can't even sell this
Yo,
shit.
put it
So I
out.
got 6 scripts where it's like, fuck, if I could film it with my boy,
No, let me be one of the boys.
we can find a way to fucking do it. If we can film
I'll
it,
be the corny
listen,
white boy who
I'm not even
sells.
gonna lie. It'll probably cost if we could get $20,000 between now and
I can
October. We could film it and we could put that shit out. We got a YouTube hit. Because I got scripts. I write scripts when I'm at home.
Yo.
That's what I do. Other than writing hip hop, I've been writing scripts for the last couple years.
And
I'm
we
just
could put
trying
out
to
our
find a way
own
to sell
boxer
it.
brief line called "Feel Like a Pot
Fuck
Dealer."
yeah, let's fucking do it. Let's fucking do it. Let's end the episode on this shit. 'Cause I got
Feel like a
pissed like a
pot dealer?
motherfucker. Nickel and
With
Diamond,
this
baby.
nice hemp print.
Nickel
on your
and
junk,
diamond.
you
But
can
the whole joke
feel the
was-
leaf.
I made it nickel and diamond because they went to go get
For a gram of weed a day.
they went to go get a pound or 2 off their fucking boy, and their boy died, and they had to fucking sell his fucking weed. He died because they bought him Chinese food, and he told him no fucking peanuts, and they got him peanuts on that shit, and he's allergic to peanuts. That was the premise of the show. They took over his spot and just sold his fucking
Wow.
weed. It was.
Yo.
I got 6 fucking.
You should
I got 6
totally-
episodes. I can shoot them. You guys.
I'm one of the
man.
2 characters, bro. I'm the dumbass, corny
Shout out
white
Childish
kid
Gambino.
who gave the guy peanuts.
That was gonna be
And then,
Specs.
and then, like 3 seasons in, you find out I did it on purpose. I was trying to take the spot down, and I ain't that dumb. And then I become
Let's
like
fucking do
I'm
it.
like
Let's do it.
Carl from Shameless. You know what I'm saying? Carl
No, I had
Gallagher,
like a
bitch.
couple characters in there. It was me and my boy Crime, me and my boy Kareem, and then Specs was a character that I written there as like the kind of the nerdy white guy. But I
Now
could write
it's
another
Malone.
nerdy white guy
Now
in
it's
there.
Malone.
Yeah, we might
No,
have to
I'm
throw
one of the
Maloney in there.
kingpins, fam.
Yo, you could be the guy that we go buy the fucking weed off and dies off, or dies because he ate the
I have a
fucking the
face tat.
cashews.
I've always wanted a face tat.
Absolutely, the
I'm
Mike
scared to get
Tyson,
one.
the Mike Tyson, bro. The
Can I get
tiger
a
print.
penis tattooed on my cheek?
You can do whatever you want at this point. Fuck, that's a wild.
But it would
ass
have
song.
to be an octopus's penis. Because it's oxymoron, a puss penis.
Oh my! Do octopuses even have? All right, listen. I gotta use the washroom. We're gonna end this episode. I need to Google if
Yo.
octopuses even have penises. That's fucked up.
Before we get out of here, I just want to give one big pause. I'll put both arms up like the old pause sign for everything fucked up I said in this episode.
Was this the pause
There's
sign?
too much. Well, if you take my head and shoulders out of it,
Knees and
no
toes.
shampoo, pun intended.
Knees and toes.
You know what I mean? The 2 lines.
Yeah.
Like the 2 lines. It's like fucking sounds like a Wednesday buffet for me.
All
Either
right.
way, you know what it is. Turono Talks motherfucking podcast. It's your man, corny white kid from Dustin's 6-part script that sells pot and has a face tattoo.
Nickel and Diamond, baby, coming
Oxymorons on your
2019.
face.
All right, we're gonna get out of here, man.
Nickel and diamond.
Listen.
Yo, if you need to buy a dime bag of cum, holla at me. You know, we just spreading our seeds all around this planet for a cheap price,
What the
fam.
fuck is going on here?
This guy said a nickel. Fuck it. I ain't even gonna repeat what he said. I'm out of here. I'm sure he's gonna do some coke. He's gonna drink some fucking
No
liquor.
coke, no
I'm gonna
coke.
roll a blunt. We need to get the fuck out of here. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day.
I'm actually-
Treat your lady right.
You know what?
Fuck it.
While
I
we're
gotta
on the
piss. Let's
record,
get the
I'm
fuck
about
out
to
of
tell
here.
you this too. I'm actually planning on stopping doing.
All right, so we're gonna have an
As much as
intervention
I just
episode
defended
soon.
it that whole episode.
We're gonna have an
I actually
intervention
plan on
episode
not doing
soon.
it for-
We're out of here. Shout out my cousin who's
But
watching.
I still fuck with anyone who does do it.
Listen, I gotta go.
And
to
I
the
gotta
washroom.
defend them. Shout out to all my cokeheads out there.
Oh my god. Shout out to everybody who does
Anyone
drugs
who sucked,
responsibly.
anyone who sucked dick
and all
for
the straight edge people.
$200
There ain't
a pop
nothing.
10 times a day.
Oh my god.
Shout out to y'all.
Don't go to prison. I gotta end this episode. I gotta go. We out. One love, baby.
Shout out to anyone who
Yeah.
pieces the pee.
I gotta go.
You know what I mean?
End that shit. I'm going to piss. I gotta piss. I gotta roll a blunt. I gotta go home. I
Shout
gotta
out
see
to the
some
5% nation, the gods and
Yeah.
earths.
food. Number 7. all
Yo.
day, baby.
Shout out to Dave Chappelle. Shout out to Mike Stanley. I don't know how to turn this off, so now it's looking
no
at you.
clue, man.
Why you over there looking at me? Why my girl standing here?
Where's the stop button here?
Why you over there looking at me? And when the wind tell me what's really going on. Drizzy back up in this motherfucker. Can we tell me
I have no idea how this
what's
stops.
really going on? Soldier boy back up in this motherfucker. Having out the big Draco, the God. And I'm not
he's
talking
gonna have to
about
do
the
when he
sixth
come back.
God. I'm talking about the Soldier Boy God. You know what I mean? Big Gucci God. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
Yo, you ain't God if you don't got a Gucci headband. You know what I'm saying? God can't boycott nothing. Cause he's soldier fam, you know what I mean? Yeah? Yo, mans. Yo, stands. Mans is coming with the heat, doggy. I'm telling you. Still.
Fuck.
You don't know. Alakataf, what's that word?
Oh, like it's off.
What the fuck does that mean?
Just turn it off. That's it.
Well, with that said, Alakataf. I always wondered what the fuck he was saying in that song.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you guys were talking about earlier, I'm like, Alakataf? What is it?
Lock it off.
Lakataf.
Yeah.
That means turn it off?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one you rap name.
Yeah.
Lock it off. You're your man, lock it off, yeah, I mean? You represented the big breaking record ting tang, yeah, yeah? Yeah, fucking around with me, the roughest, toughest bomber clot. Nata. Me a no nata, no top shotter, me no Glock popper, me just Frank Sinatra on your mother blood clot ass, yeah, I mean? Yo, doggy. You not know. Yeah, fuck.
You do one for the English accent, then it's, yeah, you already won.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's okay.
it's because I'm white.
No, it's not because of that. There's nothing wrong with it.
No, it's because I know fucking people from the UK who
Yeah.
talk like that.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's literally.
It's
like
so
that.
funny. We're still rolling on air. But
Yeah.
whatever. It's funny how fucking like similar it is though. Eh?
Yeah, it is very
like
similar.
the hood, like it's kind of like more similar to Canadian in the sense.
Yeah.
Because it's like broken rendition of patois.
Yeah.
But it is so like the UK one is so similar.
Yeah, it's very similar.
And you wish you could say about the Toronto too, but
It is.
it's not as similar though. Like
It's
Still recording?
Yeah, because they don't have to turn that shit off.
lock it
There's an
off.
X in the corner.
I didn't see that.
Lock it off.
That's
Yeah,
why
lock
I can
it
see
off.
because of the crack.
All right, there we go.